It's more than just your life you're hurting. Think about your family. Think about your friends. Think beyond the moment.
Yes. Yeah, think before you do one of those dumb things.
Good morning. Boy, if people only heard the stuff that is said the second before the mics go on. Wow.
Didn't hear the word twink. That's good.
Yeah.
Didn't we just do this?
I know. What happened?
We just did this, didn't we?
This old gag.
Opie and Anthony, Jim Norton, the Opie and Anthony Show, 877-212-O&A, OandARadio.com. All right, see you later.
Is someone draining syrup from a maple tree in here? Let me. Oh, it's Jimmy's oatmeal. It always brightens up the place. It smells like syrup.
It smells like Vermont.
Yeah.
Because that's all they do up there is, like...
just tap trees.
That's all they do is harvest maple syrup.
Yeah.
They just harvest the maple.
It smells so yummy, Jimmy. Your dumps must smell great.
They really do.
Oh, wait. No, they don't.
Sure they do. I line the house with them.
What?
Like a log cabin.
Log cabin. What happens to tasty, delicious-smelling stuff once it runs through the body? It just gets destroyed.
I don't know what the body does. Why couldn't it break it down pleasantly?
Yeah. Like if you eat a Cinnabon, it should smell like a Cinnabon in the bathroom. But it doesn't. It's atrocious.
Yeah, because your body takes all the goodness out of it.
Takes all the goodness out
of just everything.
I don't get. How do you turn a
leave
Cinnabon, a delicious smelling and tasting Cinnabon? How is that turned into what amounts to a stinky thing?
Because if it smelled like a Cinnabon normally does, you'd never leave the bathroom.
You just keep rotating it through your body.
We should eat the most delicious thing ever and see if somehow, some way. You know what I mean?
It's delicious when it comes
Well,
out.
there's a hint of the deliciousness.
That's great.
What would it be?
3 minutes in and we're into duty talk.
Well, what food would be the best hope of that? Marshmallows?
Oh, something like that. I think a marshmallow fluff sandwich.
Yeah.
How about Gray's Papayas hot dogs?
Oh.
Oh, my God.
That's got to be heinous.
Actually, what you should do is eat you-know-what, and then
See what happens. Maybe that comes out like Cinnabon.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Maybe that's the big trick in this world.
Yeah. No, it doesn't, Jimmy says. Based on my studies with certain girls.
We're trying to get some audio from yesterday's crazy, crazy show that we had over at the other joint.
Yes. Wow.
A lot of people are figuring out that we have this new intern, David, little Jewish kid. Little Jewish kid that has, who's more literal than literal Jim, by the way.
He cannot understand the difference between a joke, sarcasm, puns.
Everything is literal.
Everything's literal.
Everything.
Doesn't get it.
David, you'll all be dead now if it wasn't my David.
So he does kosher sports for us over here. And over at the other joint, we had Lisa Sparks come in. Fine porn star. Adult film star.
Yeah, whatever you want to call them. I call them adult film stars when they're here.
Yeah.
I call them whores when they're at the studio.
Just messy, sloppy whores.
Ugh. No, she
who
was,
have no self-control or morals.
She was very nice.
She's a good egg, as we like to say.
I'd rather have a chick like her in there that's going to do
things,
anything we ask for the show than someone that might be a little thinner, let's just say.
Are you saying that she's a big girl?
I didn't say that.
Well, the big girls do try harder. We all know that.
Well, she's just got, I could see how she'd be extremely attractive to somebody that's into, maybe a bigger booty. Bigger booty.
Yeah.
Talking about,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But
the first of the morning, jeez. Keep track today.
We get them all out of the way early.
Yeah.
And we do the show.
Well, she was in yesterday, and we played we had a clever ruse
A ruse.
going on. We had David talking to Lisa, making believe Lisa was making believe she was just like a listener that came by to see the show. But one of our listeners that likes to have a little fun,
That
get a
does.
little loose.
That's a listener that comes in that's willing to just hang her cans over the top of her dress.
Yeah,
And perhaps not wear any underwear.
Well, it was Whipping My Wednesday yesterday, so
Sit precariously in the chair.
so she obliged, and she
Yeah.
was into it as a listener.
Sure was.
And then we got David to maybe do some other things with her, and these things got crazier and crazier as the bit moved along. And then we got out there that Lisa's married, and David's like, "You're married?" And Lisa's like, "Yeah, but I don't care about him, and he's in Kentucky. It's no big deal. I do what I want."
I do what I want.
And David's like, "All right, I'm game." So he's doing more and more stuff, and they're really getting into it. And then we set up behind the scenes someone to barge through the door as a very, very angry black husband.
Yes.
He was black when he got there, though. We didn't change that.
Yeah.
And don't tell him what they were doing. He was doing stuff like he wasn't just looking at her cans. Like,
Oh no, I said
his face against them.
Sure, you just can't describe it over here. But
Yeah.
Watch the fun as Fannie Flagg and Nipsey Russell pull off this gag and what we like to call candid.
So, I think people understand. Like, it went from showing, a little something on Whipping My Wednesday, and it got more and more involved, and David was really, really into it. Having a good time.
I told her to open her legs a lot and talk to him with no panties. And don't acknowledge you doing it.
Yep.
And you'd see him every time he would talk, and then you would just see him looking down.
He'd stare down.
And Aunt would ring every time we caught him looking between her legs.
Oh, give a ring.
Well, I
and he
forgot.
just kept ringing and ringing.
I did forget that the bit started with every time we saw David looking at her, either her top or her bottom, Anthony would ring the bell. And I swear we weren't exaggerating
No.
yesterday, by the way. People thought that was really, really funny.
Yeah, he was just staring down for minutes at a time.
So as he's interviewing this quote listener, he's taking peeks, and Anthony's ringing the bell, so the audience knew he was definitely taking peeks. So then we decide, we're going to get the jealous husband involved, but we had just listeners outside the studio.
Yeah, sitting on the bleachers.
So we picked one dude that we've seen there a few times. Carlton, I think his name was.
Yes.
Carlton. And we're like, "Carlton, could you play the part of an angry husband?" He goes, "Yeah, I'll give it a shot." And we didn't have much confidence, but we cued Carlton at the proper moment. He comes barging in as the jealous husband. He has to be held back. David freaks out, right? Almost craps himself. He was out of his mind, like he was going to die. And then Anthony at one point just tells David, "You got to run.
I go,
This
run."
guy's going to kill you."
Because we had a couple of guys holding him down, and he was trying to get up, and then he was breaking the hold of the guys. And we were like, "Just David, run." And he ran out of the studio in a way that it was a combination girl run, retard run. The guy is obviously not very good at running.
Yeah.
And then he tripped over his own feet and fell on his face.
He tripped like they do in those horror movies when
It was fantastic.
all you have to do is run and
Just
get away
run
from the
and-
monster.
and
you're-
not run into a tree.
Right.
And not fall down.
Right.
And you're fine.
And the listener, he got the crap beat out of him for the most part because our security guys were playing their part and really roughing him up.
Yeah.
It was insane. Things
Yeah.
were getting broken as this guy was trying to get free. David's running all over the place. He doesn't know what to do.
Screaming in horror.
He's trying to figure out if it's a bit, and he obviously thought it was real.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. We destroyed that kid yesterday.
Yeah. He's a good egg, that David.
And then at one point, because then we're following him with microphones, and he's in like an office as the jealous quote husband is trying to get at him, and he's banging on the door, and all you hear is David go, "But this is my second day as an intern.
It's only my second day.
It's only my second day."
Yeah, he was horrified.
He was so good as a husband. I thought they actually got married at one point. He really was good.
He was so good that at the by the end of the bit, he wanted a piece of Lisa because he felt like he really was married to her.
Yeah.
So I think we can play the big reveal clip over here at least.
Yeah.
We'll play that a little later this morning.
Sure.
It was amazing, though. I mean, the guy pulled it off.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the the hardcore listeners saying one of the best bits we've done, certainly in the last couple of years or so.
Yeah.
Travis counted the bell. How many times you rang that bell as he was taking a peek? 115 times.
Wow. He took 115 peeks.
Well, there was a few where ding 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 because he kept
kept looking. That was that was during the time where he was just staring.
Yeah,
staring into it, into the abyss.
So we felt like we had to tell the people over here what happened. It was unbelievable.
That David is gold.
When he came barging through the door as the husband, oh my God, did it work perfectly. Perfectly.
Yep.
And Lisa Sparks, for a porn star, she had some acting chops.
Her acting chops?
A little bit. Not great, but she did okay.
Should have, embraced the acting chops and maybe put down the pork chops. Look, I think she's a very sweet girl.
It's just not your type.
Oh, no. When she was actually straddling young David, and David pulled up her skirt.
Yeah.
What was exposed was quite a large collection of skin.
A large collection of stuff.
And booty. And kind of indentations and whatnot. Not quite my type.
All right.
I like them a little thin.
But she had the big boobies.
Well, yeah. Okay. Hanging over the top of her.
Are you a big booby man?
No. Take them or leave them, I say.
I think I used to be a big booby man, and then, I grew up.
And you grew up and realized that doesn't really.
And realized how ridiculous it really is.
They have to fit the girl, is what it is.
Right.
If you get a girl with a larger frame, she's got to have big breasts in order to be proportioned. If she's got small ones, then she looks like a flatso.
I don't think we have done that bit justice yet. A lot of our bits we just develop and we redo until we find perfection.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something there. We've all been there, where a family member or a friend brings their new girlfriend to meet the family, and she's just a booby monster.
Yeah.
And then the only thing you could think of is that your friend or family member is obsessed with big boobs.
Yeah. Because they're all looking, just going, okay.
Usually it's at a picnic or something where the big booby monster, it's 100 degrees out.
Booby monster.
So you got to wear appropriate attire, but it just makes the boobs look ridiculous. And you don't even see the girl's face or anything else you don't even know what she does for a living by the end of the picnic, because all you're focusing on is the big boobs. And then you look at your friend or family member man, you have a fetish for big boobs.
Yeah, he's got to have. We never knew he had this fetish, but look at them. I'd like to introduce you to my uncle. Hey, how you doing? Then you leave, and the uncle goes to the end and goes, oh, Jesus, he's mental problems.
Yeah, what? I guess young Tommy wasn't breastfed as a kid, huh? And she could be the coolest, nicest girl that has the greatest personality, but you just don't see that.
Oh, yeah.
When they bring the booby monster to the family function.
Booby monster. That's all anyone's going to look at. That's all they're going to look at. Oh, I never knew. Had this fetish. It's like anything else. If it's just a normally proportioned girl or averagely proportioned girl.
You might be an ass man, but
no one's going to know.
But it's not an over-the-top J-Lo, holy crap, all you see is this ass.
Yeah. You could be a leg man.
Right.
You could be, whatever it is.
Right.
But, Jesus. With the booby monster, everyone's going to look and go, oh, that's what he's into. All right. Okay.
And then it's almost...
I bet he likes taking his... and sticking it right between and just going until he over her.
Yeah, of course. We're developing that bit. Yes. We need a couple other scenarios, but we're not letting that one go.
No, poopy monster.
All right, what else is going on? How are you, Jimmy?
James Norton.
Very good, thank you.
Good.
My third Boston show goes on sale this morning at 10 a.m.
No, it doesn't.
Are you crazy? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy mackerel, you're crazy.
The last one I'm doing is Friday the 15th at 9:45 pre-sale this morning.
You're going to do 3 shows in one day?
No, the late show Friday I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the gigs available for, and then 2 on Saturday.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a good theater, supposedly. It's a great gig.
How many seats?
1,100.
Holy mother of God, look at you.
Oh, my
All right, Dane Cook.
Please come to this other show. I don't want to have 2 sold-out shows and 60 people on Friday. What happened? I don't know.
And knowing Jimmy, you know, he won't even acknowledge that he sold out 2 shows.
Oh, no. I couldn't get 3. I'm a 2-show pony.
I suck.
No.
How do they get the tickets? Wilbur Theater?
I guess
Boston.
my MySpace has a link. It's a pre-sale again, which have been doing very well for us.
That
So we'll see.
rules. Is Boston helping you? BCN helping you?
Great, man. Yeah, BCN.
They've been great?
Yeah,
Good.
they're fantastic.
Good.
You know what it is? The shows sell out before you use all the advertising. So you're like, hey, you might as well go for another one. You got the advertising.
Let her rip.
That's Bill Blumenreich's thoughts.
No kidding. How is old Bill? You talk to him on the phone?
Hello, Bill.
Oh, Bill.
How's the giant of yours, Bill?
Stupid magnums.
His Magnum condoms.
Carries extra money in them. That's why it has it.
Good old Bill.
His Magnums.
The owner of the Wilbur Theater, or the promoter, or whatever. He's you know,
He's the boss.
he's the boss. He's the boss man up there.
Hey, did you see Terrence Howard? Anybody see him sing last night on Letterman?
No, bad.
Oh, no, it was weird. It was like,
Yeah?
kind of bad. It felt.
Supposedly he could.
Really?
He could sing.
I didn't think he could that well.
Oh, maybe
You thought it was bad?
maybe we ought to get that.
Yeah, it wasn't.
You should stick to acting.
Well, without a doubt. I mean, it wasn't like, oh gosh, the worst I've ever heard. I
Yeah,
was watching. I was like, yeah.
very mediocre.
Yeah.
Was it as good as Bruce Willis when he does his character? What was it called? Bruno.
What's that? He sings.
Ugh. Yeah. You want to call it that? Sings a bunch of old, like,
Bluesy too.
bluesy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He hasn't done that in a while though.
No, he hasn't.
You're scaring me. That's like
I think he
that's like old
realized-
news.
I think he realized that was stupid.
I don't think he's done it in a while. He's too busy banging like 11s.
That's what it is.
Yes, he does.
I think he did that when he was still married and just to get out of the house or something.
Of course.
Was he good?
No.
No.
He was awful.
We had tape of that. I've never heard it.
Oh my God! Yeah, we could turn you on to some Bruce. Willis
Yeah.
singing. That'll
Some
get
Bruno.
That'll
See,
get-
he was known as Bruno when he went on stage. That wasn't Bruce Willis.
That'll get the ticket sold for the 3rd show.
That's like David Johansen. When he decided David Johansen wasn't good enough. Mm-hmm. So he had to become, what was his alter ego?
Buster Poindexter.
Buster Poindexter.
What is that?
I don't know.
He did-
But it was David Johansen.
He did "Feeling Hot, Hot, Hot,"
Yes.
the song that plays in my Coke commercial.
Oh, that's right.
All right, we got to take our first break. So we're going to get the David audio of the jealous husband, barging through into the studio
David!
to see David just fouling the big booby monster of
Yeah.
a wife of his. We got the Mets barely hanging on.
Holy gee, that could have just been another loss so easily.
I will do a little sports after the break. A-Rod with another useless homer for you, Jimmy.
Wasn't useless. It gave him a stat.
We got a father and son team in possession of meth. The O'Neill family, they're just wonderful.
Oh, the O'Neills love their drugs. God, all of them.
They're just amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, Ryan. Oh, yeah.
Ryan.
Oh, just amazing.
The son, friggin' Tatum.
The daughter.
They all love the dope. He's
Yeah.
like 67 years old doing meth. What is going? How do you?
It sounds. I read the story. It looks like he might be doing the meth too,
Yeah,
or he's a big time enabler. Something's going on.
I think he's doing it.
Yeah, we'll find. We'll get to the bottom of that. And
No, we won't.
yes, we will. We get to stuff now, and then we got athletes acting really bad.
Yeah, love that.
We started this yesterday, and today we got Magic Johnson, Pete Rose, Ron Say. Remember Ron Say? Anybody? The Penguin. That's right, from the L.A. Dodgers. Rosie Greer, and a few others that we're going to get to today.
Got
yes.
Bubba Smith.
Bubba Smith.
in there?
Which one is Bubba Smith?
I don't know when he was on The Odd Couple.
Oh, we're still doing.
Deacon Jones. How about Deacon Jones?
We'll
He was
do a-
on The Odd Couple.
Yeah, we'll do a little Deacon Jones and some others. So stay right there. Just getting warmed up. Opie and Anthony. We had a really good phone call. He couldn't wait through the break, though, unfortunately.
Aw.
He went with the booby monster thing.
Yeah.
He said that he went to some family function. We nailed it with this guy, with this girl that had massive boobs. And the entire family, all they did was stare at this girl's boobs.
Yeah. Just stare and wonder what kind of sicko is in their family. That he'd bring that beast over.
And the kid might have normal sex, but the family's thinking, what a perv.
Oh.
How obsessed with the boob is this kid?
They're just imagining what he's doing with those. Oh, they're still pushing this piece of crap.
Whoa.
Look at the commercial. Yeah. Turk and rooster. Righteous kill. Yuck.
Kind of weird to see commercials for a movie that's been out a week already.
Oh, I know.
Usually they push real hard in the first week and then they kind of back off. You might see a commercial here and there, but we're seeing a lot for this movie.
I know. God, what did they pay those two?
How much did they make? $20 million each, you think?
Yeah. I thought you were gonna.
No, I'm guessing.
Thought you were gonna say $20.
I would say way more than that in the end. To have De Niro and Pacino,
Perhaps more than that.
in this, like major roles in for the first time together like that.
They probably have back end money too. That's why they push it. They get money in the back.
Oh yeah, they're gonna get they're gonna get the downloads and the DVDs and the all that stuff.
Not in this one, they're not.
Watch, this thing still makes money.
Oh, you better not.
Hey, so A-Rod becomes first player with 35 home runs and 100 RBIs in 12 straight seasons. That's wonderful.
It's cool. And no postseasons. It's amazing.
Yeah, and no postseasons, right. You got the Rays beating the Red Sox. Sorry, Boston, 10-3. Now lead Sox by 2 games in the AL East.
Wow, the Mets with a decisive win over the Nationals.
That's right, Anthony. They used 8 pitchers.
8 pitchers.
To beat the Double-A team, the Washington Nationals.
As they almost blow a 7-run lead, I think.
That's right, Anthony. But they did get the job done in the end.
That was nothing but a roll of the dice. It could have gone either way. They squeaked it out against, that team, the Nationals. Oof.
Well, the minor league
kicking
team
ass this year.
that they're allowing to be in the major leagues this season. 8.
I was sure they were going to lose, and it was just going to be like, oh, my God, here it comes.
Yeah, well, 8 pitchers, so there's a lot of panic going on. Phillies beat the Braves, so they're still a half a game ahead of the Mets.
Mm-hmm. And the Yankees.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Just,
8 games out. They won last night, but whatever.
yeah.
Stumper and I are going tonight to our
Oh, you're going on your date with Stunty.
Yeah, I mean, I
That'll
want
be
to go
fun.
see the game. Go see.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Are you
The game's
psyched to hang out with Stunt Brain?
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Does Stump bring a beer and hot dog guy at the ballpark?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's going to be great.
Of course he
next
is.
To
This guy is as square as they come.
Trying to be a regular
Square.
guy.
Are you going to be doing the New York Times crossword puzzle in between innings?
Got your Yankee hat?
White Sox.
He's a White Sox
Oh,
fan.
he's a White Sox fan. That's right.
I'll be
Forgot.
keeping score.
Oh, will
I
you
get the
be
scorebook and I
the
do all
scorebook? And he's one of those
no,
guys.
You're one of those guys?
I hope your beer spills in it.
When do you look at it?
Yeah, I always wonder what happens to those scorecards. What do you do with them after you keep score?
I just hang on to them there, and I put my ticket inside. You know, you keep your ticket.
Does ESPN call you and go, we need the stats for the game. We lost them all.
Could you explain what the point is?
Yeah.
You feel like you're more involved in the game, and you kind of analyze. And sometimes you think, well, gee, what would I do if I were the manager?
I never think that. I think if I was a player getting laid,
Yeah.
nobody wants to be Joe Girardi.
The
What I do if I was
wonderful-
the manager, hang myself. The team sucks.
The great Logan on Pal Talk. How old is Stunt Brain? 10? That's
Yeah.
like something you let your kid do, and you're all proud. Hey, look at him.
Yeah.
Come on, son. Here's the book. Let me show you how it works.
That makes you feel more connected to the game in 1940.
Right.
How about now we just go online and look up every stat?
Sure.
Who got that double in 1978? Let's check.
Exactly. You don't have to write anything down.
You can just use your iPhone and just get all the stats right
Yes.
there. Real life scorekeeping right on the iPhone.
Stunty's he's a classic kind of guy.
He's a square.
He's
He means well,
old
but-
school when it comes to certain things.
I bet you're into literature and stuff.
I bet he reads.
Are you a reader?
Do you read off of paper and not a screen?
Yes.
Ugh. I don't remember the last time I read off of paper.
You're
Oh, it's not here.
Paper.
I had my library card on my keychain.
He's got a library card.
Yuck.
Only
A library card? Do they have libraries?
only pedophiles have library cards.
What?
He likes to, Opie's right. He likes to put on his silk running shorts and look at pornography on the library computer.
He likes to reach way up on the shelf as he's wearing tiny little running shorts with no underpants. Only creeps go to libraries.
No.
Yes.
The library's a great place.
For what?
For what?
You can get hundreds of periodicals. You can actually get movies and CDs if you
that's right.
want.
Stump Brain's a chiseler.
Yeah.
Do it online.
I'm penurious.
Everything could be done online.
What's that mean?
I'm cheap.
Are you?
Are you really?
Yeah,
Why,
pretty
it's
much.
a terrible quality. Why?
All right.
No, I'm not cheap emotionally. I'm just.
No, I mean, the money.
Yeah.
No, I spend it, but I spend it wisely.
Let's think. Libraries are for pedophiles, skinflints, homeless people,
Nerds. Don't leave out the
Geeks.
nerds.
and a little geek thing happening in there as well. Yeah.
But geeks are more online now anyway, so.
Wow, I couldn't even tell you the last time I went to a library.
My mother worked at one my whole life.
Yeah?
So I always got the dibs on the new library book.
Did you get that at home a lot?
I think when we were living in Boston, checked out Harvard's campus.
Yeah.
And went into the library there just to check it out.
Yeah.
That's the last library.
All right, I got you beat. Last library I went to was, I think I was 18.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are libraries still open?
Don't even need them.
With all the technology today, why would you need to have a library open?
And is it computerized?
nostalgia?
Are libraries computerized now, or do you still go to the card catalog where the Dewey Decimal System is still in play?
They're pretty much computerized. And
Really?
Some of them keep the old school cards around, but you can actually, in the New York library system, look up the book online
Wow, that's such a treat.
and reserve it and then go pick it up. It helps.
What is the 800 section?
I don't know.
Pure science.
Excellent.
what was,
Excellent.
what was the last book you read?
I'm in the middle of a couple right now. I told you about Them, the John Ronson book, but I was reading this book, The Sex Lives of the Popes. It's actually pretty funny. It's a historical background on the popes and the wild stuff they used to do. It's pretty interesting.
Popes used to have sex?
Popes used to be married. Catholics used to allow the priest to marry.
Oh, right. Back in the day.
John Ronson.
Yeah.
Who's John Ronson?
I don't know. I know Ron Johnson. He's a stereo salesman.
Yeah.
Likes to go down to the point and have sex with girls.
Yeah. I guess we should let people know we really do like Stump Ray.
Of course we do.
We just don't.
Oh, yeah.
We just don't understand him.
We just goof on him a little bit.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of nerdy.
We do like the guy.
He knows a lot.
Jimmy, here's Terrence Howard on Letterman. Love makes you beautiful. Is this worth playing? Just a little,
What?
a little taste.
Yeah, let people judge it. I thought it was kind of,
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Terrence Howard.
Terrence. Hello, darkness, my old friend. What?
Thought what you will, felt how you feel inside, didn't hide a thing, think that I'm beautiful, let me be beautiful.
Sounds like he really wants to sound like John Mayer, but can't.
He's got a little Cat Stevens in him.
Yeah.
Breathy guy voices are gay. That's the first review in.
And flutes suck.
Steve from Bayshore, he should be singing into the barrel of a shotgun with his toe on the trigger. Sounds like Anth at the Renaissance Fair. Hey. It's a thin voice.
Right. Trite emotions.
Yeah.
Love should be real. Come on, Terrence.
Where's the hook? Every song needs a hook.
It happens.
When? Oh, that flute.
What's with the la 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 la? Sounds like scary horror movie kids.
I think he's nervous too, by the way. So I gave him a little bit. I think he's nervous singing.
Wow, audio flatulence. Very good. A viral. Who's singing this? Joaquin Phoenix. Linger, longer.
From now on, everyone who's refused to come on this show is going to be punished. punishment time. Dole it out.
Love doesn't kneel. Love makes it grow. Love makes you
Love makes it grow, huh?
It sounds like it would be a good song. This is my review. Sounds like it would be a good song if someone else was singing it.
Yeah, it's
And
not,
that la 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 stuff has got to go. Sounds like The Omen.
It sounds like a well-written song that someone else probably should be singing.
yeah, and his voice is not like terrible. Where you go, the guy. You understand why people say, "Hey, wow, you can sing."
Yeah.
because he's probably like at parties, he'd sing like loud. Colin, I wish I had Colin's, but I couldn't do it justice. But he talks with the guy in the car with you who thinks he has a better voice, and he sings, but he acts like he's not trying to sing really good. So you compliment him, and he just. But that's pretty much what this probably was, where he'd sing, and people go, "Wow, you're pretty good."
Yeah, wow, you ought to jump on that.
Sure.
And he doesn't have good enough friends around him to go, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
like De Niro and
stop it.
Pacino don't. People told him that was a good movie. They don't have a friend. Good job, Al. Ah.
I would have sucked.
What are you... Melissa,
Yeah?
Hi.
why are you laughing?
Oh, because I, what?
Okay, because you're high.
No, I'm on my way to work, and I almost just ran over some guy who was across the road.
Oh, okay.
For nerve.
What do you have for the show today?
I called because I'm calling in defense of libraries everywhere.
Oh,
Why?
Defender of the
Libraries
library,
stink.
Melissa.
Libraries rock, man. You can get all kinds of free music, and you can get free books, and reading on paper is definitely the way to go.
I don't disagree about reading on paper.
Oh, I hate reading on paper.
Yeah, but that's why there's a Barnes & Noble.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to go get a book, you go and get a book.
Yeah, but if you
And you read
Yeah,
them
but
and you
if you-
don't them.
Huh?
No, because if you read enough, then how many books? You can't go to Barnes and Nobles all the time because once you're like a big reader,
Well, you
then,
can, but
and a lot of books are crap. So like, I don't want to pay for a crappy book.
and also when you're done with them, I kind of agree with that. Like, you read a book once normally. If it's something you want to save because you love it. That's one thing. But most times I'll read a book once, and the only book I've read like multiple times is American Psycho, and The Godfather. Yeah, but you don't. You read a book once and you're done with it.
Are we talking about libraries on this Shock Jock show?
What are
of
we
ours?
doing?
Melissa, thank you. But we're done with the library talk. I think it sucks. Stunt Brain loves it. Jimmy's like,
Seems like
I
something
get
that
it.
can be
He gets
phased, phased out after a while.
It will be.
exactly.
Maybe there's still, the librarian.
Hey,
Was your mom a librarian?
She was, yeah.
Aw,
I love when people
sweet.
are arrested for sex crimes in libraries.
Oh, it's
It
fantastic.
makes me laugh.
does it happen a lot?
Oh yeah, sure.
I used to get some of my
What?
spanking
What? Oh.
spanking material from libraries.
Yeah.
I would go in the library, and then I would go to the photography section, and I would get books. I would look for books that had nudes photographed, and I would sit there and look through it and slowly tear pages out of the book that I found of girls that I thought were hot, and I'd fold the paper up, put it in my pocket, put the book back, find a couple more, and then I run home with just a friggin' boom. And once I got home, I would utilize the pages that I tore out of the book.
That's very smart.
It's all I had.
He's lying.
Opie.
He would tear pages out of Mein Kampf.
Okay. Might have been one or two.
That's why you can't find any copies anymore. It's been all over the place. All right. We're going to get back into bad acting by athletes.
Oh, yeah.
This started with the whole Michael Phelps on SNL thing.
He was horrible.
He was really bad, man. Maybe he should have done all his scenes in a pool or something, because looks like that's the
Swimming.
only thing the guy could do. But it's a good thing. I mean, the guy's amazing, right? 8
With his
gold medals and all that.
Snaggly teeth.
You can't take that away from the kid.
Isn't it funny though? He's the best Olympic athlete in the history of our country, and we're like, yeah, his acting sucks.
His acting stinks.
Yeah, but what are we
Guy's got
supposed
gold medals around his neck.
What are
8
we
of them.
supposed to do? We expect high standards from our entertainment.
Acting.
If SNL's going to have Michael Phelps on their show, well, he better do a good job, right?
Acting lessons.
Why? Because is the big get the fact that you get to see him on SNL? Like, I don't, you know what I mean? I watch SNL because I want to laugh. He's
Well,
not
you
making
do?
me laugh.
Sorry.
Well, I haven't, well, that's why I haven't watched a lot in recent years.
They actually talked about Amy Poehler leaving SNL. She's leaving after the election. And
Well, she's like 7 months pregnant or something.
I thought, yeah,
Yeah, she was
had a
hiding
kid
all
or
that.
something.
She was hiding all that.
Anyway, she's leaving after the election permanently from SNL.
Yeah.
And the news person I heard doing the report on the radio said the last funny person left on SNL.
Wow, they
like
said
he
that.
editorialized.
No kidding.
Yeah, said the last funny person left on SNL is leaving.
She is hilarious.
Is what's his name still on there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bill Ferdinand.
No. What's his name?
Daryl
What's his
Hammond?
name?
Hammond's
Thinking
still on.
Hammond. Yeah, because I kept thinking Hartman,
Oh,
but
yeah.
of course we know
Yeah,
he's
Daryl
not
Hammond's,
there. Daryl Hammond's still on.
I believe so, yeah.
Is he the longest running?
He's got to be.
I think so.
Yeah, he's got to be.
There forever.
She's Amy Poehler's also. I watched her improv, and I usually hate improv. And
Yeah.
God damn it, she's funny, man.
just funny, man.
Ugh, she's really good at it at the UCB, which I think she started.
Yeah.
She's just great.
Speaking of SNL, I guess Sarah Palin thought Tina Fey's impression was hilarious.
Hilarious.
So the Sarah Palin showing people that she has a sense of humor.
Oh, is that what she was doing?
And didn't
when
mind.
she was told to say that?
Oh, you think so?
Do you think she's saying anything on her own accord at this point? Or do you think Republican cronies are telling her what to say? Of course they're coaching her, telling her what to say. You know, I think it'll be nice if you say that you enjoyed that impression.
But that's your broad, man. That's your girl.
Yeah, I know, but I could see crap when I look at it. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm not just going to stick up for one side. I'll Obama bash a little later.
Well, of course you will. It is Thursday.
In the privacy of my own car, where I can say what I want.
All right, so we got athletes acting very, very badly. We move on with Magic Johnson today.
Uh-oh.
Yes, listen to this.
The Converse weapon, that's the shoot, that's Magic do what he was born to do. Maybe so, but that's not all. They let Isaiah play like he's 10 feet tall.
Or the kind of moves that never fail. The weapon's the choice of Kevin McHale.
The same is true for Mark McGuire. When I wear weapons, I'm on fire. But what can the weapons do for King? Well, I can do just about anything.
You already know what you did for me.
What?
I walked away with the MVP.
The Converse weapon, the #1 weapon in the NBA.
That was more like bad singing than a bad rap song.
Probably 86, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you got Kevin McHale in there.
I wear my Converse with my shades.
That's hilarious.
I just fill in the rest.
For shit.
No, you finish it. People go finish it. No, you.
No.
Isaiah Thomas, too, before his bigger thing.
Oh, yeah. And what was that? McGuire was in there, too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bernard King, I think, was in there.
Yeah, that's old school.
Really old.
I don't know if we should have. Where's E-Rock? Well, whatever.
E-Rock found that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Can
highlighted
you ask
it.
him?
Well, he highlighted it like it's one of the better ones.
There
to
we
play.
go.
Where's Hoagie Boy?
Yeah, Hoagie Boy. Come on in.
Hoagie boy.
All right, let's move on to Pete Rose for Aquavelva. Hey, E-Rock, why?
Oh, Jesus.
Why that one?
Because in the video, they're all rapping and they're posing with the sneakers and they're doing these spin moves as they're. It's one person raps, spins away, and then the
visual.
other one comes in.
But in relation to radio.
Yeah, this is radio.
Yeah, but it's still awful. It's from like.
But
the
this is
early
radio.
mid-80s.
Yeah, so a
bring-
visual thing.
We're all sitting here uncomfortable because that one didn't work. It's
radio.
Okay,
It's
well.
radio.
It doesn't have pictures.
We have this segment we're doing where like we're worst art, where we all just look at it on the radio.
Oh, he just rolled his eyes.
Oh, he likes rolling
No,
his
there's-
eyes.
I'm sure there's some.
All right, now I don't have confidence in the bit though.
He rolls his eyes. We eye his rolls.
With all the fat jokes,
It's just awful.
you would think you'd be like anorexic by this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would be about 115 pounds by now.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
He just stands there with nothing to say. Oh, E-Rock.
And then he just slumps out of the
We
studio.
love you.
Looking for his next hoagie.
We were listening to I was listening to something on XM last night, one of the old replays where they had one of E-Rock's stories.
Oh, no.
Where he got like one of the lines of the day because his story, it was so awful. It was like, and then she gets out of the car and the cop's like, "But this is not you." And he goes, "Yeah, but it doesn't look." Oh, he's telling a story of his girlfriend's friend at the concert with the ID that didn't work. He goes, "Yeah, but it doesn't look like you. This isn't your age."
And then nothing.
It was horrendous. And we gave him one of the lines of the day just to leave him.
Oh.
His story stuck.
Oh,
kind of like mine relaying that.
Yeah, well.
Wow.
Here's Pete Rose for Aqua.
Aqua Velva?
Yeah.
Hi, pregnant women. Drink Aqua Velva so your kids can have my haircut. Pete Rose for Aqua Velva. No.
Hey, Pete Rose, what's a man really want from his aftershave?
No fancy perfumes. Or fancy bottles. Or fancy prices. A man wants to smell like a man. That's why I like Aqua Velva.
It seems so refreshing and masculine.
We should
and masculine.
We should just take the word "like" out of that. A man wants to smell a man.
Smell a man.
A man wants to smell like a man. That's why I like Aqua Velva.
It seems so refreshing and masculine.
That's right. A man wants to...
Feel like a man.
Yeah, feel like a man.
Oh, a man wants to line.
Aqua Velva man.
Yuck.
Great.
Why do these guys do this?
An aqua-headed man. That's great. That's a good one.
That's all right.
Should have been highlighted.
Well, yeah, that one's highlighted.
Hoagie boy.
And because they know he's a bad actor, they have him hitting balls in between each line to distract you a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Pete Rose, what's a man really want from an aftershave?
Not fancy perfume.
Or fancy bottles?
Not fancy prices.
No!
A man wants to smell like a man.
There's something about Aqua Velva.
He wants to be cool and refreshed.
There's something
Oh my God, is he
about
singing?
Aqua Velva. A man wants to feel like a man.
Feel like a man.
Cause there's something about an Aqua Velva man.
I remember that commercial, though. Yikes.
A man wants to smell like a man. Wouldn't you just, like, get ball bag?
A man doesn't want to smell like a man.
Wouldn't you just rub your own ball bag? You know what?
Yeah, just kind of, rub manly smelling musky parts of men's bodies on you.
Yeah.
Ew.
Like, do you want to smell like a man?
A little behind your ear.
You know what I mean? That's the dumbest tagline ever.
Well, that was during the day of the macho, manly thing that was going on.
Yeah.
Maybe Rambo was #1 at the movies. And
Well, it was 1976.
Oh, was?
That was? Yes, 1976.
All right.
Vic Tayback
Disco
was in that.
Vic Tayback.
Yeah, Vic Tayback.
Wow.
Was helping Pete Rose sing. Exactly.
Was that before Alice?
I think it was just...
It had to be the same time or they wouldn't have gotten
I
Vic
think
Tayback.
Alice started in 76 or something like that.
Yeah, they wouldn't have got him because I don't think...
There it is.
Ice Blue Aqua Velva aftershave.
I was talking about a commercial. I know this isn't a sports thing. It's a little tangent, but commercial for a product called Compose. Do you remember this stuff? Yeah. Hey, anyone remember this? It was a pill, which is pretty much an over-the-counter tranq. It's a tranquilizer. And there was always some woman, and she was losing her effing mind because her daughter was being married or there was a problem with the house keeping, and she was like, I just can't take it anymore. And the husband would gently grab the wife's chin, look her in the eye, and go, honey, you need Compose. And she'd open up a bottle of Compose, take a couple of pills, and then they'd show her just smiling, going, this is the best wedding ever. And it was Compose.
It was Valium.
It was like an over-the-counter tranquilizer for crazy emotional bitches that the husband... And it was never the guy. The guy never needed Compose. It was always the out-of-control, emotional, bitchy wife that needed Compose.
And it was spelled like C-O-M-P-O-Z.
Yeah. Compose.
Can we get those commercials?
Oh, please.
And can we find out what was in Compose?
Yeah, what the hell is in there?
Yeah, there was some marijuana or something. Marijuana.
Marijuana.
Yeah. We have part of E-Rock's story that Jim mentioned. Is it worth playing there, Danny?
If it goofs on E-Rock, it's worth it.
Yeah.
This is the line of the day that Jim had mentioned.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we like to give out line of the day, and usually it's a big laugh, it's a big home run.
E-Rock stories are better than Compose.
But we decided to give E-Rock line of the day for this.
And he's looking at her license and saying, this isn't you, and she's getting all upset and saying, yes, it's me, how is this not me? And then he looks at her and says, okay, this is you, but this isn't your age. So she starts screaming at him like, how is this not my age? Finally, he doesn't want to deal with it, he gets his drinks.
That was it.
That was the whole story.
Yeah.
Stunk.
Oh, P and a U.
He was trying right to the end, though. Stepping aside, 877-212-O&A. It's Opie and Anthony. How's everyone today? Well, that's good. Opie and Anthony. We're not feeling this bit, huh? Sometimes we get in these weird situations here.
I say
not everything's radio gold. We thought we had a really solid bit, and it's falling apart on us here.
What, the sports figures?
Yeah.
Acting?
Yeah.
How about we bring Dumbbell in here and let him pick one that he thinks is good? Because Eric picked these out.
Hoagie boy.
Yeah, how about we have him tip forward walk, which is what he does?
Yeah.
He really is looking like, he's like Elvis right before that final fried peanut butter and banana sandwich. Stupid front-loaded torso.
We were very excited about this bit, and now, E-Rock, we're feeling...
We don't know yet.
Yeah.
Feeling a little apprehensive.
Here, I give you the disc of athletes acting badly or singing badly. I want you to pick one out to save this bit.
Pick out the best one.
The bestest best.
The one that E-Rock, using all his professional know-how, thinks is the best one. I want you to use all your talent and skill.
I'd say 19.
19.
It was an actual movie trailer.
Oh boy.
That's the one we just listened to.
We just listened to it,
and
it
and that's the. I swear to God, E-Rock, you couldn't pick a worse track because we're all.
That was the one that really buried it. Like, yeah. All right, let's move on.
Yeah, that's the one we were listening to during break. Going, you know what? This just isn't going to work.
Wow, E-Rock.
Why did you pick that one?
Because it was a professionally made movie during the 70s, and the trailer was just so awful. Rosie Greer was just really bad in it.
Yeah, the thing with two heads.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Or you can do the very last one there, which is a local cable commercial.
Oh, okay.
All righty. That's something we haven't previewed. E-Rock gives his seal of approval.
All right.
Who is it? Can you say that?
That's Zoel Zumaya, what?
Yeah.
Who?
Someone from the Detroit Tigers.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go.
And now, another Comcast consumer update.
I'm here with the league's fastest pitcher, Detroit's own Joel Zumaya. 103, that's fast.
Thanks. Comcast high-speed internet, that's smoking fast.
Thanks. And now with Power Boost, you can get an extra surge of power for downloading up to twice as fast.
Twice as fast? That's like throwing 206 miles an hour. Is competition that fast?
Well, let's just say they only throw slow curveballs.
This has been a Comcast consumer update.
He's pretty bad. I'll give him that, but... E-Rock, comment?
Nope. They're not all going to be gems, huh, E-Rock?
No.
But see, you get to hide in an office, and we have to be on the air going, now what?
I have one more thing if you want that.
Uh-oh. Wow, he's got a backup plan.
This is Michael Jordan's voiceover outtakes for Gatorade.
Oh, I think we played that already.
Yeah, we've played that already.
Yeah.
And it fell flat, too.
Yeah.
You're having a bad day, huh?
I think every radio show in the country has played that one.
Yeah, every single one. How about this one?
Before I swing for the bleacher seaties, I get the Edie's for my Wheaties.
Before I slam my gorilla donkeys, I get the Edie's for my Wheaties.
Before I put on my little cleaties, I get the Edie's for my Wheaties.
Put on my what?
Part of your good breakfast.
Tighty whities. He's changing in a locker room.
Feeties, I thought. His little
He said
feeties.
puts on his little Peeties.
Oh, Peeties.
Peeties? What the hell is that?
He's standing up from a bench in the locker room, pulling up these tighty whitey underwears as he's singing about
Is
Wheaties.
his name Pete?
It's Daryl Dawkins.
He used to break the net. That was his big thing. He used to break the backboard.
Oh, yeah, he did. They had to make those backboards a lot stronger because of him. Ed White from the Chargers and Ron Say. Danny wants to know if we want him to try and redo the bit and make it funny.
Wow.
That's a brave move. What happened to the
Odd Couple guest spots?
The Odd
right?
Couple,
Yes.
yeah, the Brady Bunch.
I'm Deacon Jones.
Mr. Ed.
Mr. Ed.
We want like them trying to
My mother
act
the car.
on sitcoms,
Monsters.
and comedy shows. Yeah,
That's My Mama.
That's my mom.
That was in Coming to America. Randy Watson, he played a cop on That's My Mama. It was a big TV credit.
Yeah. In the What's Happening episode of the What's Going Down episode of That's My Mama.
What's going down?
Well, we got Michael Jordan outtakes.
Ready?
Cool.
Action. Gatorade, is it in you? Gatorade, is it in you? Gatorade, is it in you?
That's great.
No.
Gatorade.
Mayonnaise. Is it in you?
Yeah, we played this already.
Yeah. And it's just him doing that. It's annoying.
Over and over again.
You?
That's great.
No.
Gatorade.
That's
I
great.
gotta hear.
It and you?
Right. Ready? Is it in you? Ready? Gatorade, is it in you? No. Gatorade, is it in you? Gatorade, is it? Gatorade, is it in you? Nope.
Right.
This is all he has to say?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Is it in you? Nope. One more time.
Try the last way you just said it, just conversational. Gatorade.
That was great.
Is it in you?
All right, ready? Gatorade, is it in you?
No.
Oh, no, you dummy.
Is it in you? Is it in you?
Is it in you?
Gatorade. Is it in you? Okay, try it differently where you do the accent on another thing. Okay, Gatorade. Is it in you? No. Don't go up at the end. Okay, Gatorade. Is it in you? No, you dummy.
More conversational.
Yeah. Oh, conversational. Okay, Gatorade. Is it in you? It's the same delivery, you dumb.
Ready?
On action.
Gatorade, is it in you?
No.
Gatorade, is it in you?
No.
Gatorade, is it in you?
No.
That's great.
No.
Gatorade.
I gotta hear.
It and you?
Right. Ready?
It in
is
you?
It is it in you? Ready? Gatorade, is it in you?
It is. Stupid son of a bitch.
All right, this is getting funny.
All right.
No, you got to accent the it.
It. Is it in you?
And bring down the you. That's all you need to do here.
Is it in you? No. Gatorade, is it in you? Gatorade.
Is it in you?
All right, you got the it part. Now, oh, wow.
In you? Gatorade, is it? Gatorade, is it in you? Nope. One more time.
Try
One more?
last way you just said it, just conversational. Gatorade.
That was great.
Is it in you?
All right, ready? Gatorade, is it in you?
Same thing.
Gatorade. Gatorade, is it in you? Gatorade. Gatorade, is it in you? Okay, ready? Gatorade, is it in you? No, don't like that. Gatorade, is it in you? Okay. Gatorade, is it in you? That is.
You did a couple of great ones. I love the really forceful Gatorade one.
Oh, then they just
they
gotta
have to
kiss his
compliment.
ass.
Did a couple
and
great
compliment.
ones.
Did a couple of great ones there.
Yeah, did you?
It's hard when you're talking to arguably the greatest player to ever play basketball.
Yeah.
And he's just mushing through what you know is a dumb line.
Easy.
And it's like, who cares?
Yeah.
It's Jordan.
You can't argue the fact. Greatest player ever, Michael Jordan.
I would argue that, but I would put Magic with him because Magic played every position. Jordan's the greatest scorer of all time, maybe, but
Yeah, let me tell you something about Jordan. He won Defensive Player of the Year many years, my friend. But people don't remember that because he knew how to shoot the rock.
amazing player. But I would still put Magic up there. I would say you could make an argument for Magic.
Is it in you?
Is it in you?
AIDS. Is it in you?
James Worthy, because he would get prostitutes and then shoot. I love Big Game James.
Big Game James.
They called him. This stupid, stiff-armed, he had this really weird way of shooting. I love those old Lakers, man. With Kareem and stupid Kurt Rambis and Michael Cooper with his creepy African socks.
He wore African
No,
socks?
he looked like an
Oh,
African.
because
His socks up to his knees.
way up to
He's
his
a
knees.
weird
That's
guy.
right.
Dirty
Yeah.
Magic and hooker loving Big Game James.
Why do they all wear the tiny shorts though? When you see that old
Sexy.
NBA footage, it's creepy. I'm amazed that ball bags weren't flipping out every time they jumped up in the air for a rebound.
Yes.
We got Shaq. We're going to try. We're trying now. Shaq acting. This is what we were looking for.
Googly-eyed Shaq.
Remember the movie Steel back in 1997?
No.
Exactly. Well, Shaq was attempting to be, a multi-faceted performer?
Yes, I think he wanted to get into a little acting.
Yeah, well, here's Shaq testifying in court after a military training exercise goes bad.
Uh-oh.
When you manage to remove the concrete.
That doesn't sound like Shaq.
Wow.
You know, why don't you just be himself?
Yeah, sounded pretty good, actually.
When you managed to remove the concrete, what did you find?
The senator had been killed, sir.
Lieutenant Sparks?
She had a severe spinal injury, and her legs had been crushed. She may never walk again.
Oh, God.
I can imagine how difficult it must have been for you.
And Louis Beans.
Can you imagine if Voss had played that husband yesterday?
Oh, God. That's my wife.
Are we getting that audio?
Are you hitting on my wife?
Shaq's testimony continues, showing his wide range of emotion.
We've heard the testimony that you shouted out to Lieutenant Burke just before he fired. Did you see how the weapon was calibrated?
Yes, sir.
What intensity level was set?
The maximum, sir.
A parameter that had never been tested, or even approved for testing, is that correct?
Yes, sir. Burke knew what he was doing.
How was that? Who recalibrated the weapon? Lieutenant, who did it?
Burke did it, sir.
Thank you, Lieutenant, that's all.
Yeah, that's all. Please step down and off the set.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those are not hard lines to do.
Basic lines, right, Jimmy?
Yes, sir.
Shaq gets face-to-face with Judd Nelson. The two exchange some harsh words. This is after the court thing.
Thanks for selling me out, brother soldier.
On my face with that. What you did was foul. I should bust your ass for what you did to Sparky.
Bust my ass? Do you know where I was headed? Do you know what I could have done with those military resources? You stupid.
Oh.
You stupid what?
Yeah, exactly.
You stupid what?
Very dramatic role.
You stupid what?
Ooh, that was the scene in the Breakfast Club we didn't see, where Shaq drags Judd Nelson into the coat room by his face and rapes him until the principal comes and stops him. And Ali Sheedy eats a booger. What a quirky group.
Weren't they all of us, though?
Yeah, they did kind of represent.
Shut up.
Except he was too dangerous, Judd, with the bandanas tied. Remember that?
The bandana tied around his leg or whatever it was, and wow, is he dangerous.
The awful
Look
80s
out.
bad guy, like in Escape from New York. The guy who was the Duke of New York's assistant, with the white guy with the Billy Idol hair. Touch me, he dies. You're not out in a minute, he dies. Oh, shut up.
Didn't look very tough.
No.
When he puts the diamond earring in. Yeah, at the end, he's a tough guy.
Oh, and this is...
Oh, yeah. Great. I think we could all relate to one of those characters.
Right.
Who were you in the Breakfast Club, Opie?
Obviously,
Molly Ringwald?
Yeah, obviously Molly Ringwald.
I'm the kid who got his ass hair ripped off. Who's not even in the movie.
Yeah. Just spoken about. That's all.
I'm Emilio Estevez's cousin.
Well, that was the beauty of the movie.
Yeah.
Everyone could relate to the characters.
Unless you're black. Jesus.
Well, that's true.
Oh, yeah, well.
Yeah, they kind of took a vacation from the movies back in the 80s like that.
Oh, my God. I still like Harry Dean Stanton in Pretty in Pink. How creepy he was.
What a ghoul father.
Because he'd lay there on his side with his robe and his legs open, waiting for his daughter to come home and talk about her date. Watch Pretty in Pink.
Yeah.
What a creep all Harry Dean Stanton
He
is.
really is bad in that. So,
I'm amazed they...
Did you kiss him?
I'm amazed they cast him in that role. He's a weirdo.
Yeah.
If you know anything about...
Yeah.
He's just a raging alcoholic out there in Hollywood. Just, I think that's what I hear. And just...
That's what I hear from his friends.
From his liver, while you email with. I get help me emails from his liver every once in a while.
One more bad Shaq line here. Shaq has some defiant words for his commanding officer.
Uh-oh.
We've created a whole new generation of weaponry here. We can't turn our backs on this kind of potential firepower.
Maybe you can't. But after what happened to Sparks, I can. Sir.
Was that Bo Svensson?
You know, they remade this movie and
Was that guy?
I don't know. They renamed this movie and remade this movie and called it Iron Man. This is the Iron Man plot.
Is it
really?
You haven't seen Iron Man?
I've not seen it.
I watched it last night. Oh, my God. Way better than Batman.
Was it really?
Way better.
I'll say it.
It's an amazing movie.
Can I tell you, though, it's funny, we're on that subject. I was Rickrolled about 8 times looking up Heath Ledger Joker clips. It's funny every time you get Rickrolled. Batman in HD 1 of 9, and you click it on, and then that stupid Rick Astley got me. It kept getting me, and I just kept laughing.
Nice.
Yeah, I was watching. That's all I care about in the Dark Knight was everyone cares to pick Heath Ledger. And
Yeah.
I was trying to find new scenes that might have found their way on YouTube. And they have the interrogation scene, which was
Oh, they do?
with Batman. Yeah, he was so good.
Yeah, I'm going to go see that movie again. But Iron Man is a better flick.
In the Breakfast Club, E-Rock relates to the breakfast. Very funny.
Yeah, right on. With
Where's
that,
Steve today? I'm sorry, Archer.
I don't know. He's doing his thing somewhere.
He came in with 2 copies of Rent Boys.
Of course he did.
2 copies.
His own copy, and then the other copy in case some of his pages are stuck together.
Yes. Probably all are.
We're going to take a break and continue. Opie and Anthony. We'll go to the phones next, see what the folks are up to today. 877-212-O&A. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. What else is going on in the world today? Someone's calling me an effing idiot. Steel was based on a Superman spinoff after Superman was killed by Doomsday.
Oh, I remember that.
I want to thank Tony Q for that knowledge. No one saw Steel. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So I based what I said on a 15-second clip, very similar to Iron Man, that I saw last night.
Beat yourself up.
How many people saw Steel, really?
I didn't.
Anthony sees every movie that comes out, basically. You never saw Steel.
Eventually, I do see every movie that
And
came
did you
out.
know that Steel was about Superman and all that?
No. I really didn't.
And Anthony knows everything.
And I know everything.
877-212-O&A. You got the O'Neills arrested at home for possession of meth. What the hell's going on there? Huh?
Patrice, I'm really disappointed.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Why would I do meth? Oh, Patrice impression.
And what do you know on this Ryan O'Neal thing?
I know that he got arrested because it's like a parole violation.
Good.
They were in his house, kind of poking around. Found something in his living area, they said. They hadn't done tests on it, but they believe it's crystal meth.
Uh-huh.
And him and his son were arrested, released on something like 10 grand bail. And then the daughter also, Tatum, recently, I guess over the summer, she had a little run-in with some cocaine.
She was saved from a relapse.
Right.
That's what she's saying, right?
Yeah, I believe her.
You believe her?
Yeah, apparently sober, and she just, one of those weird things where, man, you jumped off the building and the wind blew you back on real quick.
Oof.
You got lucky.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, terrible example, but you know what I mean.
Well, she's also suggesting that her father and brother really need some of that rehab.
Yeah.
She believes in the whole the program and thinks they really need to just
That family is so screwy.
get into the program.
Her book had some crazy crap in it.
You read it?
She was doing... No, I read the excerpts. I don't read. Just for the show. But apparently, she was drugging and sexually active at like 10. Having at these big parties that were going on and everything. So she was all effed up.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, that's how the drugs come into play. You must kill the pain. And then her father... I guess was always kind of into drugs. And now the son is. Good. Good job. That guy's quite a dad.
Dad of the year.
Yeah, and then they got to put all kinds of things in the article about how... And both of them starred in Paper Moon, where Tatum O'Neal was the youngest to win an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress.
I heard Ryan was so pissed off because she was outshining him. Like, that was a big role for him, and just his dumb kid was stealing a spotlight.
That movie is probably, and it's awful because she was such a little kid. It was probably her best work ever, and it's done at like 8. Mm-hmm. At 8 years old, you've done the best work you're ever going to do in your life. That'll turn you on to drugs pretty quickly. She's great in that movie. It's hysterical.
Is it a comedy?
It's a comedy, but also has its serious moments. But she's hysterical in it. She's laying there smoking, cursing. Anytime kids curse in movies, I find it hysterically funny. I like when kids curse in front of their parents and the parents start laughing, but they're trying to reprimand the kid and, hey, watch your mouth. But it's just funny as hell to hear the F word pop out of a kid's mouth. Yeah, amongst other things. Of course, had to go there. It's before 8.
She was good in Little Darlings, too, with Armand Asante. And
yes.
Before we knew Christy McNichol.
Yes.
Mullet.
That boy. Yeah. The young boy, Christy McNichol.
She had a haircut like an Asian boy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a bit of a bowl cut.
She, Gay Richard, my homosexual friend that is dead.
Well, you know what? He wasn't your friend anymore when you realized he was gay.
That was the turning point of your friendship. I was coming back to New York at that point. Mm-hmm. So I kind of, distanced myself when in the tree fort he whispered, when we were having a little sleep out at the tree fort, when he whispered that, I want to suck your I was like, whoa, what did he just say? Because we'd hung out plenty of times, drank beers, shoot guns, just things like that. And then out of the blue, he just decides that, he wants to do a favor for me. So I was turned toward the wall of the tree fort, and I just made believe I was asleep, as many people know the story.
It's a great story.
You
never saw him again after that?
I saw him. A little awkward. I remember that offer you made me last night. Let's go fishing.
What made it awkward? That he was gay, or that he made a move on you? Like
I wouldn't care if anyone gay.
If he didn't make the move on you, but you found out he was gay, could you still be friends with him?
Yeah, it wouldn't have been a problem. I was friends with him, and he was gay until he,
But you didn't know.
I had my sinking suspicions.
Yeah.
He was never into girls.
What were your thinking suspicions based on? Like when you go fishing and you say, "Let's grab our poles," what he would do?
And that's really him.
There's young Richard.
Jesus, he was. I don't know how you resisted.
I know. Look at him.
His pouty lips, his deep-set eyes.
Is he dead?
He's dead.
Oof. Of what?
AIDS.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Died of the AIDS back in 2000. I think 2000, something like that. 2001.
Looks like a modern picture.
He's, well, he was a model. He after I came back to New York, he went on to become a model, very popular, and he was Christy McNichol's beard when they would go out, because she was popular in the show Family, I guess, at the time, and she would go out, and he would go out with her to try to break the rumors that she was lesbian.
I never heard this before.
Yeah, that's what he would, go out with her.
Look for some photos or something for Christy McNichol with the 70s.
Yeah. And you might pop in and see old Richard. His name is Richard Lee, they call him, but his real name was Richard Shapinsky.
I think Shapinsky is more showbiz. Shorten it to Lee, make it more relatable.
Of the famous Shapinsky acting family.
Shapinsky had two really hot sisters, too. Those typical blonde California-looking girls. Two sisters that were just stunning.
Did you have a shot at them?
Nah, they were older than me.
Yeah.
But they were we lived in the same apartment complex, and there was a community pool in the apartment complex. And the girls that were there were just amazing, and I was constantly chasing tail. And he just not interested. Not interested. Hot girls and they were clamoring over him. Girls loved this guy.
And everyone thought he was just playing hard again.
And I'm like,
what's wrong with you?
I'm sitting there. I am the dumbest ass in the world. I become friends with some guy who's got the looks girls are just dying over. And there I am, a face full of zits. I had to, like, talk my way into everything. I had to use personality, and this guy just steps up, and all the girls run over to him, and he's a homo. I'm like, hey, girls, you know.
What about me?
I might use a tanker full of Clearasil, but, you know, at least I'm interested.
I'll get the job done.
Yeah, I'll help you out.
At least I won't yell yuck when you show it to me.
Yeah, exactly. And then, we'd be hanging out with other guys and stuff, and they'd ask him questions like, you know, dude, that chick is so into you. You know, what are you doing? And he goes, you know, I'm not into her. Or, I'm looking for she's not that hot. And meanwhile, she's, you know, hot.
When you were in school, like, I don't even want to say high school, but like junior high school, were you aware of the gay?
Oh, yeah.
I so wasn't.
Really?
I thought it was such a rare species.
No.
I thought it was such a rare thing. I wasn't aware of the gay. And then you get knowledge later in life, and then you go back in your mind and think about stuff in like junior high, and you go, oh my God, yeah, all right.
So gay.
That guy was so gay. But when you were living in the moment, going to school with some of these people, I had no clue. That's how naive I was.
Yeah.
I lived a sheltered life. My stupid mom worried about me being out too late. Couldn't learn about anything. I had no idea.
Yeah, no.
There was a guy that
was around.
There was a guy on our track and field team. He was the only one that was into the speed walking thing, which looks so gay.
Yeah, it does.
And he was really good at it with the swivel hip thing.
Oof. I'm just thinking, man, maybe I should have.
for the goof?
I was just looking.
Right.
Danny put the picture of Richard back up, and it's like, yeah, probably should have.
He's like standing there in a sweater, and he's kind of like looking at the side head tilt. I can't not look at him when his picture's up.
He looks like he would have been cast in 90210 or something, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I don't know where his...
or The Hills, or one of those dumb shows.
Where his acting career went wrong or bad or something.
90210. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
It was his T-cell count. 90210.
Went 9, went to 0. Yeah. Then there was hope with the 2. 1.
Oh, no.
Did you just Google Richard Lee? Yeah, nothing?
Richard Lee.
Common name, right?
Well, yeah, and then you get a lot of like Asian modeling sites.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, but he wound up dying. Well, I saw him. The last time I saw him was in 1988. I think me, my brother, a bunch of our friends went out to California, go visit Pops out there on the ranch, and Richard was still out there. He was living like in Lake Elsinore, California. But he had come over to see, you know, all of us and everything. And we were going out hunting. So we were, you know, all geared up with the shotguns, and we were going to do some hunting and stuff. And he decided he didn't want to go hunting. So he went with my father's wife, Corey, to do some curtain shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wow.
So at that point, me and my friend Joe Curry looked at each other and was like, okay, I guess that gay didn't wear off over time. I guess it wasn't a phase.
Did Joe Curry know him?
Yeah.
How? Joe Curry's from here.
Well, Joe Curry, good pal of mine. We all went out to California together to do some hunting and driving
and look for
big trucks and looking for chicks and
look for the broads.
Yeah, we had a good time. A bunch of my friends went out there. A ranch. We called it ranching.
Yeah.
Just went out there, men riding horses, hunting, damn it, drinking. Good times.
I got to correct someone on instant feedback. Opie wanted to stay out late and learn about the gay. No, that's not what I'm getting at. My mom was overprotective. I had a ridiculous curfew. I couldn't do anything.
What time was your curfew?
I just wanted to learn about life. I didn't know about racism. I didn't know about anything. I led a sheltered life. Oh, my curfew in high school was 11. It was ridiculous.
You had a curfew?
Oh, my God, yeah. That's what I'm getting at. I didn't learn about, like, life until I went away to school. I was not street smart whatsoever growing up.
No street savvy?
Not at all, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know about anything.
I was from the school of hard knocks. I learned early.
I didn't know about black. I didn't know about anything. Nothing. Nothing.
Wow,
well
sheltered.
Protected, sheltered.
Pretty sheltered.
Absolutely.
I had a curfew too, though. 9:30, Jim. I still remember my friend Dean mocking me.
How old?
27. No, but I was like, all my friends used to stay out till 11 or 12, and it was 9:30. I still found time to sneak under a porch and exchange favors.
Yeah, well.
My mother had to raise the three of us, so she was working all the time. She worked at the disco called Chaz out on Long Island. She was a cocktail waitress, so she wasn't coming home until all hours. And there was no curfew. We ran the joint.
You were one of those kids that got to do whatever the hell you wanted. I was
till all hours out.
I was jealous of you guys, man.
Smoking
jealous of you guys. Like, you probably had a car at 15, even though you didn't even have a driver's license.
No, I had my license. I had my California driver's license.
Right. I used to love those kids. I would be all, like, showered and ready for school, and kids like you would come in like just a mess. Like, they never even went home.
No, I was, completely. Just stoned, wake and bake, go to school without books or that. And I was the guy in class, you got a piece of paper and a pen or pencil or something? And the teacher would yell at me like, what are you going to do with that? What are you going to do with the paper? Are you going to put it in a notebook? Or is it just going to get folded up in your pocket and go through the wash? Don't reprimand me in front of the class.
And she tried to make you read, and you were like Leroy from Fame.
Leroy joke. Wow. That's good. Yeah, you were like a little...
It's Tweety, man.
You were living like a cowboy.
Different guy.
Yeah, I know. I just thought that was a funny scene in the classroom.
Yeah, you drew a little bird.
Yeah, they had to have the little Jewish kid read.
Yeah, who's Warren Jerome?
It's Tweety.
Hey,
meanwhile, Tweety was a rapist in jail.
Yeah, who cares? Good.
Tweety's
good. Tweety's dead. Stupid Tweety.
We could talk to the crab apple broad today. You want to do it or what?
More than I want to breathe.
Is it going to be the one, though, Stunt Brain?
How do we get her to say can't? We really got to think of that.
Okay, so they could, or...
So could they
That's the
transplant the tree?
That's the goal. Maybe a little...
So you're saying they can't?
Can you do this? No, I can't.
Can you? Yeah, we need her to say that.
We'll get her.
We'll get her. Oh, we'll get her, all right.
Well, the story, got to thank Mike, the board op up there in Boston at BCN. He found this gem, a great story in Shrewsbury. 3 old broads, an apartment complex, a crabapple tree, and they're guarding the crabapple tree because they don't want them to cut the crabapple tree down
heavens no.
to put a dumpster in its place, because I guess the apartment complex needs a dumpster and they got to put it somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's this lame-ass tree all by itself in this apartment complex.
Lame.
And they're using, like, lawn furniture and the tiny little, like twine to tie themselves together. But then yesterday we called this Ethel, and she was sleeping.
Ethel.
She wasn't guarding the crabapple.
No.
And here's our best clip from the story. There was a bunch of them, but this one is our best for obvious reasons, as they explain their plight up there in Shrewsbury.
And while safety is certainly a big concern for these ladies, they say there's got to be a better option than cutting down a tree.
And I can't see why they can't fix the dumpster, why they can't fix the pad. I mean, I'd like to know them to tell me why they can't fix the pad. All it is a cement pad. I'm sure if I was young, I could fix it. Yeah.
Just amazing. Know what's in that clip that we haven't really acknowledged? There's some guy kind of laughing.
There's like a...
Is that the reporter realizing what's going down?
I don't know. Yeah, someone chuckled in there.
Yeah. Well, we're getting Ethel on the phone right now to see how the crabapple tree thing is going. Travis is dialing the number.
Oh.
It's ringing. We're waiting.
All right.
I think we got her.
All right. Be nice.
Yeah, no, I think it's good that they did that. I mean, sometimes you got to, if you have an issue with something, you have to take the fight to City Hall, as they say.
Jimmy, sometimes you got to make a stand for what you believe in, and nothing but the utmost respect for these 3 ladies making a stand for something they believe in. It's wonderful, I believe.
More people should do it.
Yes.
Absolutely. Ethel.
Yes?
Welcome to the radio show. How are you?
Ethel.
Oh, I'm fine today, thank you.
Oh, very good, very good.
Well,
now, Ethel, we've been watching your plight here, your battle to save a crabapple tree in your apartment complex.
Right, yes.
Yes.
Could you take us through, the whole story for the people that might be hearing it for the first time?
Yes, how did it start?
Oh, well, it started that we were told that, the apple tree was coming down to move a dumpster, which the
cement block had, deteriorated.
Oh, goodness.
And it needed to be fixed. So
Yes.
they're having a dedication for a Mr. Ricker up here. So I guess they wanted to rush it through, and they thought we probably wouldn't even notice.
Oh, but you girls are sharp. I know. You noticed.
The trucks came up, and we were out there in a flash, and we just sat there, and the trucks left, and we just continued to sit there. But then we had a meeting last night.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
How'd that go?
Yesterday lunchtime, rather. It went very well, and I think they realize now that it's something they shouldn't have done.
So can they still cut this tree down?
No, they have promised not to do anything, and they're having another meeting on October 14th, and they are going to see, if they can find an alternative.
But why can't they just do something else?
Well, I don't see why they can't just fix the platform. I mean, they can build nuclear bombs. They can go to the moon. So, I mean, just to fix well, they claim there are wires underneath, which there are, but they've been there for 37 years.
Oh,
and
wow.
I think that as long as they have the electric light company there, which they probably will, to check it.
Sure.
It'll be all right.
No, you've gotten a lot of media attention on this, Ethel.
Yes, we did. We were very lucky.
And I believe that is helping your cause. So is the tree now safe?
Yes, until October 14th at least.
Oh, goodness.
And
probably even beyond that.
Can't you fix the slab or no?
Oh, I think it could be slipped. There's a kind of a slope there. And
that's nice.
Yeah, and I imagine when the men come to pick up the dumpster thing, that they're not too careful. I don't imagine. I don't know, but it has. The front of it's deteriorated over the years, and one woman fell and broke her arm.
Oh my goodness! I hope she's okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she's fine.
Oh, good.
Can the tree be moved and saved?
No, the tree couldn't be moved. No. I mean, I don't think it would even be worth it. But it's a pretty spot. That's what it is. It's a very pretty spot.
Yeah. Well, we saw it on TV and saw you ladies. Do you spend a lot of time underneath the tree?
Yeah. Well, we don't, but we do have a good view of it because otherwise we're just looking at a parking lot. So that is a good. Yes.
Yeah.
Ethel, can you believe all the attention that you're getting?
No, I can't. Only in America.
Only in America, right?
Yes.
Absolutely right. I mean, can you imagine another scenario that would have given you guys this type of attention?
Oh, no, I can't imagine.
It was amazing. We saw the footage of you, the three of you kind of like tying yourselves up to the tree, just kind of challenging them to move you.
Yeah.
Right.
Very brave, Ethel.
Can you think... I'm sorry, Ethel. Can you think of another example of something that you've done like this?
No, not really. But we've been down several times when different things come up, to talk to the board. But we didn't get too far with those things. But like when we used to have umbrellas up, well, there's 2 floors. And upstairs, they needed umbrellas, sun umbrellas, because in the summer it gets very hot. And
Of course it does, Ethel. Of course it does.
Oh, they were very, very pretty. And I used to look down there and I think, oh, that is so pretty. It looks so nice. And maybe plants hanging from the railing. And we used to have chairs on the porch and things.
Yeah.
Now we're allowed a chair on the porch, but we have to take it in each night.
Well, can you plant other trees there?
No. Well, they claim they could plant another apple tree where the dumpster was, but if they can dig it to put an apple tree, they can dig it to fix it.
Right.
So that's the way I think. I don't know.
So they were saying that they can move the dumpster back where the old slab was.
Yes, it's still on the old slab, but all it needs to be done is, I don't know. I think they could fix it.
Ethel, can you spell superfragile? What's that word?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Yeah, can you spell that?
Not right now. Thank you.
Ethel.
It's early.
Ethel, obviously, I'm hearing a bit of an accent. Where are you from originally?
I was born in England, and during the end of the war, 1947, I came over and married my husband.
Oh.
We were married for 54 years.
Oh, well, God bless. That's wonderful.
Now, Ethel, it's true it's a crabapple tree, right?
Yes.
Well, Cliff in New York wants to know, can you use the crab apples to make something delicious?
No, I think a tree should be fed, or, it probably needs attention to be able to use that.
Do you think you guys can give it the attention it needs?
Well, we can try. We can try. Either that or just have the apples drop on our heads.
Oh, yeah. Goodness gracious, Ethel.
But I gotta be honest. We were really shocked. We love the kind of the way you three weren't backing down. And
yeah, sure.
Can you think of a way that you could have gotten more attention from this?
No, I don't. I really don't. This was the best attention we could have got.
It helps your cause, right? All that focus. Now all these people are interested. It kind of helps you guys keep the tree going.
Yes, and we've had quite a few comments. Even on on the computer and so forth.
Oh, I'm sure. You use the computer?
Yes.
Really?
Ethel, Brooklyn Ace wants to know if you could see the tree from your window.
Not from the window, from the porch I can.
Oh, but not from the window. Oh, okay.
Now,
and what about your?
The other two can.
What? Oh, your friends? They can.
And you can too?
Yes.
Oh, they can, and you can.
No, I can. I can go out on the porch. I can see it from here. Yeah.
Right.
In fact, my son came down to look at it yesterday. He wanted to, because he couldn't really remember, what it looked like. And he said it's a very pretty spot. He said it would be an eyesore to put a dumpster there.
Oh, it certainly would.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve from California wants to know, how old of a woman are you there, Ethel? I know it's not polite.
It's not polite.
I know it. Well, I am 85.
85. God bless you, Ethel.
Yeah, but from now on, I'm changing my age. I'm going down to 79, and that's where
I like that.
You are quite a card, Ethel.
Hey, Ethel, as a 79-year-old battle axe, do you think you could climb the crabapple tree?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't want to take that chance.
No, absolutely not.
No.
Can you smell? Because I know that one of the concerns you had was that this nice air you had to enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Can you smell the dumpster from where you are?
No, I can't because I'm like four houses down, but the others would. Because on that side, the wind seems to blow from that direction. And don't ask me which is north, south, or east, or west, because I never can tell.
I can't either. I just rely on someone to tell me.
So you can tell direction good?
No, I can't tell directions good. You tell me
right.
3 times and I'm
I gotcha.
How often do you go back to England?
When my husband was alive, we went quite a few times. My 2 sons went, and so they've been there, and now my grandsons have been there, and they love it, and my granddaughter.
That's wonderful. I'm sorry to hear about your loss after so many years. I'm very sorry.
Sucks.
Yeah, thank you.
That really sucks.
Absolutely. You sound like a wonderful woman, Ethel. A lot of fun, a lot of energy. That's nice that you and your friends have taken on this cause.
Right.
Any other causes in the future, perhaps?
Well, if they come up, we'll be ready.
Of course. Josh in Boston proper wants to know if you could at least reach up and pick the crab apple.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, we could.
Oh, that's nice.
But
I'm not very tall, though, but I could.
I don't know. What are crab apples good for?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they make some kind of jelly, but I think they do put it in some kind of jelly.
Yeah? Can you make a pie out of them?
Oh, I doubt it.
I mean, you personally.
No, not me. I don't like cooking.
Oh, you don't, huh?
No.
Can you bake?
Oh, I have baked, but I mean, as you get older, you're just cooking for yourself. You don't rather go out and eat.
Can you run?
No, I can't run. I don't think. I haven't tried. I don't have to run for anything.
Yeah. What does she have to run for? Opie, she can sit on the patio or under the tree.
I understand, but some of the older women out there, they're keeping themselves in shape and stuff.
I saw her.
Yeah, I think people. Yeah, I think it's because of the TV.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, they know what it means to keep in shape, and they're much better off.
Ethel, can you rock climb?
Can I rock climb? No, we did climb a mountain in.
Can you bike?
Years ago.
Oh, you did.
Yes.
Can you bike?
Oh, I used to bike. Yes, but that's all we had in England.
Can you water ski?
Water ski? No, I do not like water.
Oh.
No.
Oh, you don't like the water?
No, I'm scared of the water.
Well, that's probably why you moved off of the island over there, you know? Oh, good gosh.
Can you rollerblade?
No.
Do you have vivid recollection of the war there, Ethel?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, what was that like in England? I like talking to people from England during the wartime. What was that like for a young woman back there in the 40s during the war?
Well, it was very well. We used to, like, at night we'd go to the we called it the pictures, the movies.
Right.
And then my mother and father were home, and my little niece was with them. But as soon as the siren sounded, we ran all the way home because we figured if one's going, we're all going.
Yeah.
And the air raids, we had bombs on the street. And,
wow.
Yeah. One night, we used to go down in a little shelter in the backyard. It was like a little concert hut. And they dug down a big hole and then they dropped it in. But, of course, we were all there one night because there was a big air raid going on. And
wow.
So, I remember all of it.
Wow, that is something.
That sure is.
So many stories, I bet.
I had 5 brothers and 1 sister in the service.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, my one brother died in Tunisia.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, we're really sorry to hear that.
You know what? Heroes. You could be very proud.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
I think I could write a book.
You probably could. Are you going to write one?
No, I don't think so. No, I just took up painting with several of the ladies here, and I enjoy that. So.
Can you paint the Mona Lisa yet?
No, not yet. But just watch.
Hey,
are you able to speak German?
No. But we did have Italian prisoners of war working on the land right near where I was.
Oh, really?
Yeah. After we moved from London, we moved up to the East Coast, and there was all these. But my mother used to make them cocoa and everything. They were just ordinary people.
Oh, wow!
Just like everybody else.
So now I hear the Americans. When they were over there. Now, I'm not getting into any personal matters or anything, but any of the American men take a fancy to you, Ethel?
Yeah, just this one.
Your husband?
What? Yes.
Was he an American?
Yes.
What did they used to say? The worst thing about the Americans is they're overpaid.
Oh, that was the thing. If they, when they went to to the pub or anything, I mean, and I think that's the way they are. They're just generous. But they used to have their money out on the table. And, of course, the English didn't have such good uniforms either, kind of scratchy uniforms. No, my mother liked him. My mother really liked him.
It was something like they were overpaid, oversexed, and over here. That was the problem.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious, Ethel.
All right, let's say hi to Steve from.
Oh no, let's not.
Steve, where are you calling from?
Hello, I'm in Yellowstone.
Oh, hi.
Okay.
Hi, Steve.
I think I have to leave early.
No,
this is terrible, Ethel.
Hi, Ethel. How are you?
This is Anthony, and I have to leave a little early.
All right.
But it's been wonderful talking to you.
Thank you.
Oh,
and now you can talk with Steve because I want nothing to do with Steve.
Hi, Ethel. How are you?
Okay. I can't really hear. There's a noise going on. I don't know what it is.
Hi, I'm calling. I'm one of the callers for the radio show. How are you?
Wait, you can hear you can hear him okay, Ethel?
I can just about hear him. Yes.
Oh.
Ethel, are you? Can you actually fix the slab yourself?
Can I what?
Can you fix the slab yourself?
I think when I was younger, I might have done it.
Because I had a very similar thing. We used to have a crabapple tree where I grew up.
Oh, did they?
Yes, I was constantly engaging in certain experiences behind it with other friends.
Yes. Well, I don't know how long this one will last, but for however long it lasts, I think it's still going to be there.
Well, do you think they're actually going to move the dumpster there? Because that's where most of my production belongs.
Oh, you what?
Oh, no, I was wondering if they're going to move the dumpster there.
No, I don't want the dumpster there.
I'm sorry?
I don't want the dumpster there.
Yes, I love the fact that you took a stand because so many people won't take a stand. They just allow everybody to walk on them.
That's right, but when it happens, when it goes through, when it's all safe, then they're all right.
Yeah.
I really admire the fact that you have so much energy too, because my grandmother always was like that too. She had a tremendous amount of energy, and she would always scold me for being in the closet with other boys and such. And I love the fact that energy keeps you going.
Oh, right. Oh, good.
Do you have any other causes that you're going to be fighting for?
No, I don't. If they come up, we'll be here as long as we can.
That's
I can't
fantastic.
do it. Have you thought maybe you could name the crab apple tree?
Damn it, you got to.
No.
No, that's silly.
No.
Ramon. This lady's very nice.
Yes, Ethel is a wonderful, wonderful woman.
Ramon. I enjoy eating crab apples. They're delicious.
Oh.
Oh, well, I've never tried one.
Yeah.
Oh, Ramon. I was only kidding. You probably don't want to bake them into a pie, dear.
No, I don't think so, no.
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 Okay, well, I have to go now because even I have certain standards.
Yes, I'm sure you do,
I
Steve.
don't have work ethic.
Yes.
And I don't have very good production.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking at the man I'm doing an impression of right now, so it's like, Ramon! She's a wonderful woman. God love her.
Yes. Wow. Well, thank you, Steve. And Ethel.
well, let's talk to Ethel a little. Steve, all right, there goes.
Yeah, there goes Steve from Yellowstone. Ethel, wow, you're a media star.
Yeah, you
now.
sure are.
Oh, I got to tell my kids that.
Are you planning on doing any more television?
No, I don't think so. No, I didn't like myself on television.
Oh, why not?
Why not,
I thought you were charming.
Absolutely.
I think what it is, you don't really see yourself, and I mean, you look in the mirror, but you don't really see yourself. I don't know what it is, but I didn't like it.
Can you get out to Hollywood?
Oh, well, maybe someday. Who knows?
Oh,
maybe someday. Hey, you can lead a horse to water, but
You can't make it drink.
What was that? Excuse me?
But you can't make it drink.
Exactly.
Right.
Wow.
I had to get one more in. Geez.
Yeah.
Hold on. Uncle Paul up there in Worcester, Massachusetts wants to say something to Ethel.
Oh, all right.
Hi, Ethel. God love you.
Oh, thank you.
I love the energy like the last caller said. I'm 57 years young. So, how old are your grandchildren?
Oh, your grandchildren. Yes.
How old are your grandchildren?
Yes.
Oh, Uncle Paul.
How old are they?
What is he, a comedian?
No. How you have grandchildren? How old are your grandchildren?
Oh. How old? Oh, my son. Oh, I hate to say how old.
No, your grandchildren.
I think he's 58, 59. I don't remember their ages.
Yeah.
How old are your grandkids?
Oh, no, my grandchildren, they're, one's still in college, and one is a teacher, and the other one manages a store in Boston.
Ah, boy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Three of them, yeah. They're all
Oh, Jesus. Looks like we've lost Uncle Paul. Looks like we lost Uncle Paul somehow. Maybe the phone line.
Yeah.
Can he's talking now, Ethel. Can you hear him?
No, I can't. No.
Thanks.
What's he ringing the bell for?
I'm trying to get the guy's attention to fix the phone line.
That's right. All right. They said they fixed it. Can you hear him now?
No.
No. Damn.
You'll do it
All
for
right.
him, but not me.
I'll tell you, Ethel, you are a Sharpie.
Thank you.
I like you. You're very sharp-witted and just a wonderful woman. And best of luck in any future endeavors that you may have. It's saving this tree. I think it's a very noble cause of you and your friends.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Keep fighting the good fight, and hey, well, maybe we'll talk to you after it's finally resolved.
All right, thank you. You sound like you have a good time.
Oh, we have a lot of fun here, Ethel.
We try.
Ethel, do you think you could? Do your own radio show?
No, I don't think so. No, no, I'm too busy.
Oh, really? Wait, what do you do? What do you do to keep busy?
Well, I do a lot of things. We go out a lot. We go out to eat. Like I said, we go painting and we go looking in antique stores.
Can you drive, Ethel?
Oh, of course I can drive.
Oh, very good. You don't get a flashback and drive on the wrong side of the road, do you?
Oh no, that did happen when we went back one time.
Oh, good gravy.
Yes, and then we came home, and then my husband came out, and he'd been used to driving on the other side.
Oh.
And all of a sudden, he realized he was on the wrong side. It's when you're in the car though, over there, and I used to look and I see people looking out of the window, and I'd say, Well, he's not even looking where he's going, and I realized it was a passenger.
That's the passenger.
driver.
Oh my God! Can you drive from the left side over there?
No, I never drove over there. No, all I had was a bicycle.
Oh, a bicycle.
Yes.
Oh, that's quaint.
And take the trains and the buses, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't bad.
Oh boy, we sure showed those Nazis, didn't we?
I guess we did.
Yes, we did.
He laughs.
I hear you, Ethel. I know where you're coming from.
That's right.
All right, sweetheart. You have fun, and tell your friends hello for us.
I will.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ethel.
Thank you, Ethel. There she goes, Ethel.
What a sweet old bag.
She was very nice.
She was too nice. And boy, did we get a few C words out of her. It was a good game. She wasn't that easy.
No.
That's why it was fun to do. She wasn't easy to stump.
Came up with a lot of different words for cat all of a sudden.
Damn it.
We needed her the most. Holy mackerel. Good job, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. She's just too sweet an old lady.
And I'm not Ramoning her.
From England. Yeah, just Mary Poppins-ish.
Yeah.
It was funny, though.
Made it through the war. Her husband for forever is dead and everything.
The call came through. You were trying to bail out.
Oh, I know. I'm just like, I'm not even going to sit here. Yeah, I was getting death threats on Pal Talk and stuff. Be nice to her.
Yeah,
what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Ethel's all right in our book.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. Opie and Anthony. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. I'm starting to look like I got punched in the face. I'm going home.
What happened?
F you if you don't understand.
That is really...
I'll make it to 9 o'clock, but
Hope he's swelling up.
I came in a little itchy.
Yeah.
And now it looks like I went a few rounds with Chuck Liddell or somebody because my whole eye is swelling up. The last time this happened to me, I was in the emergency room in really bad shape. So
is it something you ate?
Yeah, because it's getting worse and worse as the morning goes on. I came in here like slightly itchy on my head. No, don't take pictures. I'm not an animal.
How about for Opie's eye?
No, I'm not an animal. No. Yeah. I'll take a picture of Opie's eye for Opie's eye today because it looks like it got punched in the face really hard.
Oh, that was it. I was trying to remember the goddamn bit that was being played when I was driving home the other day.
What?
And it was Jimmy goofing on the Elephant Man. Dude, I wanted to call you. It was some of the funniest crap I ever heard.
I don't even remember.
Oh, it was hysterical. You're just talking about my kit. My kit. When you're talking about his wispy little hair combing. You bashed the Elephant Man worse than anybody in real life, probably laughing at him. Talking about the hooker, how they're pushing her face toward. It was so goddamn funny. Brilliant stuff.
I just picked the tough targets.
Oh, you always.
Elephant Man.
And how he dabbed the cologne behind his ears and threw his head back.
That was my favorite, his man about town moment. And he still smelled like rotting flesh.
Of course he did.
Scab. Dead at 21, trying to sleep like a person.
Beautiful.
My mother, there's a picture of her at my locket. She was average at best. You're just a -6. So your mom was a 3, dude.
My kid.
That was the greatest. Poor Anthony Hopkins trying to give him some dignity.
Yeah.
Comb your hair with this. It's a rake. Should have been a shotgun. Here, comb your hair with this. It's a hangman's noose.
A huge one over that head.
Yeah, looks like are you gonna lasso a wild animal? No, where's the head worth?
And then you're talking about the picture of the kid sleeping that he had laying down. And it's like, good, you can't do that, dummy. You were so mean.
I vaguely remember talking about him, and I remember my favorite part was that he would try to be incognito with a burlap hat with an eye hole.
With an eye hole.
Do something less conspicuous, like carry a stick with fire on it so people look at the fire so they don't notice your head. He was a boob. Deserved what he got.
Certainly was.
Big show off.
I never saw that movie.
I know. It is a great movie.
I know.
It's so good.
Keith in Jersey. Keith.
It's a great comedy.
Hey, Keith.
Yeah, how are you?
Good, what's up?
Hey, listen, if you're having food allergies, just a word of caution, dude. You should be taking a couple of Benadryls to hold you over to stop the swelling.
Yeah, it's swelling pretty good right now. My left eye is, and then my right eyelid I'm feeling is like swelling up.
Nice.
That's a real swell over the left eye. It looks like you got hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Stung.
And someone was saying, hey, Ope, if you went a few rounds with Chuck Liddell, you'd be standing with your fists in the air smiling, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus, that's a nice Liddell bash.
Yeah.
What happened?
Opie won the fight.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you couldn't beat Liddell, though.
I don't think so.
Literal Jim. Well, you can't make fun of our pal Liddell. He had a bad night. He kept that arm down too much.
Yeah.
He's got to stop with that arm down.
Yeah, Bob Kelly pointed out, too, that, like, Liddell was coming with an uppercut.
Yeah.
And he said it was just like Evans hit him as his uppercut was coming.
Yeah, but as he was doing that, his left arm was completely down, exposing his head.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And supposedly he does that a lot.
Mm-hmm. That's what Rampage knocked him out when he did that, I think.
Yeah.
He dropped that left arm.
Man, did he nail him in the jaw. Oh, was that an ugly one.
Why would you do that for a living? Why would you go to a place where people want it? Like the whole other, like when I watch two fighters, my first thought is, well, I'm really glad neither one of them is punching me in the face.
Yeah.
Why would you want to be the focus? Like all this guy's thinking of is knocking me unconscious.
Yeah.
Like that's his job.
Punching me in the face hard enough where I lose consciousness. That's the goal.
How do I get the attention off of me? I can focus on something else.
Yeah, it's only you and him in the ring like that, so you're pretty much getting punched at some point. I would make a terrible boxer. I'd get hit once and start crying like the old days.
Hey, let's talk. Can we talk about Sarah Palin's email getting hacked?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, who the hell is a brave little hacker?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem too smart, right?
No.
Somebody is going to be audited for the next 20 years.
Yep. Hacked her email. And then there's some kind of allegations being made that she's using this personal email for business, which is kind of against the rules. You're supposed to have all your emails be accountable when you're in her position.
Right. Well, here's the story.
Apparently, there has been an extraordinary invasion of privacy against Sarah Palin. A hacker has broken into her personal email account, posted her private emails on the web, which is against the law. Now, from what I understand, and we're just getting the information in now, nothing harmful to the governor has been posted on the net so far, correct?
Right. What we've seen is just basically personal emails where she talked to other staff members and a friend about what was going on in the media, but nothing that appears to be politically damaging at this point.
What? You're reading further, Jimmy?
Who cares about her email? I got something really unpleasant.
What happened? A fart? No.
Fish found in
Oh, yeah.
penis.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just read the headline and couldn't read the story.
It's got to be a small fish. What's the big deal?
2 centimeters long. How big is centimeters and inches? Can we do
It's almost an inch.
a 2 centimeter long fish
is almost an inch?
I thought 2 centimeters was over an inch.
It has to be
It
over.
was a little over an inch.
I have a converter on my iPhone, so.
Isn't that a 0.62, 0.62 type of
Metrics
situation?
suck. Why do we do metrics?
Wouldn't it be a 1.24?
Metric.
No?
Hold on, Dr. Steve Opie.
Isn't everything
texted.
6'2"?
2.54 centimeters is 1 inch.
Oh, that's right. 5. Huh? No, it's less than. It's a little more than an inch.
Hold on.
What?
Oh, we got the medical advice here.
5 centimeters is an inch, so it's under an inch. Isn't that what you said? 2.54 centimeters equals 1 inch?
You don't
Yes.
hold yourself.
Oh, you did say that. All right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Dr. Steve
Under an
says
inch.
you need, he said, get someone 50 milligrams of Benadryl. He needs an EpiPen.
No, I'm not doing that crap.
Epi?
The Al just gave me one of those a while ago. I'm not doing
An
that.
EpiPen that you just stab in your leg?
I'm not doing that. Yeah, you have to stab yourself.
Yeah.
Like a lunatic.
Like a lunatic.
You do, though.
Wait, I got to stab you 3 times?
Because it's not a little like, you have to into your thigh.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Did it with a stapler.
Let's go to Ned. Ned, what's going on?
Ned?
Good morning, meaty tits.
Can't say that on the radio.
All right,
sir.
that didn't make it.
Oh, boy. Ned.
Nah, that didn't make
Ned.
it, so try again.
Ned doesn't know the rules. What's up, Ned?
Good morning. Yeah, I'm a medic in New York. You ought to take 50 milligrams of Benadryl. You don't need Epi right now because your airway's not involved. But if your eye is swelling shut, it could start to affect your breathing. So you want to take 50 milligrams of Benadryl. It may make you a little sleepy, but I would do that.
Yeah. Last time this happened was like the day after Super Bowl, and I was in Huntington, and I got up in the middle of the night with many years ago. I haven't had this in like 3, maybe 4 years, and had a horrendous headache. Got up in the middle of the night. I was going to just take aspirin and go back to bed, and I learned later on at the emergency room that if I would have taken the aspirin, I could have possibly killed myself.
Nice.
That's the worst thing to do when you are in an allergy attack mode. And I finally called my brother Elmo. Brother Elmo comes to the house, and he opens the door like 3 a.m, and I couldn't even see out of my eyes. And he went, holy S.
You're a mess.
But they got some good crap because they put an IV in, they put something in that IV, and my brother actually watched my face shrink back to normal in front of his eyes. Like that.
People are suggesting I give you a trach with a Bic pen.
I'll be all right. It's just, I came in a little itchy, but now it's like, it's just bad.
Yeah.
2 centimeters.
I want to itch so bad.
Yeah.
Can I itch? It'll make it a lot bigger, I'm telling you.
Don't itch it. Itch around it. That's what I always try to, if I have an itch, like say it's above I'll take my thumb and pointer finger and dig them in around it, not on the area, and just try to like, not painfully, but just to try to, they don't even know what an itch is. They don't know if it's...
What?
Well, it's funny you should
I
say
say
this.
it's dry skin.
It's like my new Saturday night show. It's called Jim's Itch Analogies. I have a bunch of itch stories I tell. Some are funny, some are sad, make you laugh, make you cry, it'll all make you itch. They don't know if, like, when you scratch it, what that does. If it's just an alternate sensation which stops the sensation. They don't know exactly what it is. I'll do it for you. 2 centimeters is 0.787.
Oh, back to the fish in the...
this is a good one.
Call him Benadryl Norton.
Yeah.
Might make you drowsy.
Who gives a crap? I might die live on the show. Let's get back to the
boy with the fish in his penis.
That's way more important.
This patient was admitted to a hospital. He's in India. With pain, he had like dribbling urine and an acute urinary retention spanning a 24-hour period. According to the boy, the fish slipped into his penis while he was cleaning his aquarium at home.
What? Shut up. The kid's into some kink and was trying something.
How?
I probably wasn't even sexual. It's probably just to see what would happen.
Talking about something like this.
And this professor, long name, who treated the boy, he wrote a paper. He said, this is what the boy said. Talk about flimsy excuses. While he was cleaning the fish tank in his house, he was holding a fish in his hand, and he had to go to the toilet. While he was using the toilet, standing, I'm assuming, the fish slipped from his hand and entered his urethra. And then he developed all these symptoms. So he's saying that he just happened to go in the bathroom holding the fish.
Holding a fish. You go to the bathroom, and you drop it.
No, he's holding it.
Yeah.
And the fish just slipped from his hand up into his urethra.
No, that's impossible.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's his excuse.
That's crazy.
After detecting the fish in the boy's bladder, the doctors used a
on.
technique known as a sister... Oh, boy.
Sister?
Sisteroscopy to insert a special set of forceps down the patient's penis. Unfortunately, the fish was just too slippery to grip, so they resorted to using a rigid ureteroscope with a tool attached that is normally used for removing bladder stones.
Oh, my God.
Why not just cast a line in there? That, a lot of people call him Bravo Sierra on that one.
On what, my eye?
No, on the fish.
Really?
The boys in the back are reviewing a tape of something called the penis fish, which you're looking at on your screen right now, and it apparently, there is a fish that
girl with that
swims.
nickname in my high school.
Yes. You always do the best girls, they had fish on their stomach. All aquarium belly. She's a goer.
Hey, Kenny's got a something he wants to say.
Boy.
You always know
and
when
he was
Kenny's...
all excited, and I can't read his psychotic handwriting. So, Kenny, what did you want to say?
Now, Anthony, it probably is Bravo Sierra because those type of fish can't swim upstream.
Let's go to Dr. Steve in Tennessee. Dr. Steve, how are you, sir?
Hey, man.
Hey, it's Dr. Steve, Dr. Steve.
Tell that jackass EMT that I never said you needed Epi now, but I do think that it would help if you had one just in case one time when this happened, you stopped breathing.
I've never stopped breathing. I've had allergy attacks my entire life, and it never got to the point I stop breathing.
What's an epi?
I've been getting like these hives off and on for ever since I was like a little kid. I haven't had this though in like 4 years, and it's happening today.
Well, that's the problem with food allergies is they just can be unpredictable. So, I'm just thinking if you just had one just in case, it might save your radio.
I'm not carrying a EpiPen around.
Okay. At least go take the Benadryl, and what they probably gave you in the emergency room was a shot of steroids.
I think they did, yeah. It was.
Opie's on the roids.
You know what? I had the worst headache ever, and man, they got good stuff in the hospital because whatever they put in the IV, I felt the headache go like.
Why don't they just make that
like
available
that.
to everybody?
Yeah, instead of like the very low dose of aspirin we take where it takes its time, whatever they put in that IV, maybe Dr. Steve could tell me, this headache went away in seconds. It was amazing.
Screw aspirin. How about morphine? Why can't they put morphine over the counter? Doctor, comment?
Yeah, well, in Canada, you can buy codeine over the counter.
And you know what?
Canadians are all crazy drug fiends anyway.
Doped out elk lovers.
And Dr. Steve, I didn't put you on the air for me. I could, I'll be fine. I want to know more about this penis fish and some of these instruments they used. To get it out.
Well, one of the urethroscopes that they use is named after one of my great uncles. So it's and he also invented
the douchescope.
What was his name? Ted Urethra.
Ted Urethra.
He also invented an incontinence clamp, and what it is basically it's a clothespin that you clamp over the end of your male membership, and it keeps you from voiding in your underwear.
Oh, that doesn't sound very scientific.
How the hell
that one's named after. That one's got our family name too. So
how the hell are you supposed to pick up girls with that apparatus?
His uncle's name was Bill Ouch.
But the penis fish is a real thing.
Wow, that is no BS there, huh?
So what do you think happened? He was just being weird, like kids will do weird things, like you eat weird things, you put something up your nose. He wanted to see if it would swim up his penis.
Well, the thing about fish is that they've got. I mean, if you take their fins, you can rub them one way and they flatten down against their scales. But if you try to do it the other way, the barbs come out, and these penis fishes will swim up, and they can get up one way, but they can't get back out again.
Oh.
And apparently, it's unbelievably painful because as the pressure from the urine from the bladder tries to push the thing out, those barbs catch in the tube called the urethra, and it's just unbelievable.
Wow, it could have been worse. It could have been a shark or a piranha. What do you do if a shark's growing?
A shark.
It happens. A big nurse shark swimming around your bladder. It's possible.
It's possible.
It could happen.
Wow.
I'm not going to cut that boy open and see that shark spill out all over the dock.
So what would eventually happen? Why can't you tinkle with this thing in your bladder? Is it blocking the bladder hole?
Well, I think a lot of times the fish doesn't get all the way up to the bladder. That the tube is very small.
Yeah, I would guess it would suffocate.
It's stretchable to a certain degree, but I think most of the time these things get lodged in the urethra, and that's what really causes it.
Did the fish die, do you think, while he's there?
Oh, the fish die? Well, yeah, it's not real breathable environment for it.
No.
Hey,
then you got a rotting dead fish in your urethra.
That would almost be fun.
I want to continue with something I said earlier. Sheltered life, horrible curfew, not allowed to kind of like
not so bad, is it?
hang with the street kids. So I'm going to sound a bit naive, but are guys like doing stuff with their holes?
Oh yeah. Oh
what?
Yeah.
What's that about? Why?
You see paper clips in the bladder all the time, and then it was an accident.
Yeah, I was doing some filing. I was filing some records, and the paperclip snapped off. I was nude.
I do believe I'm talking to the majority of men listening to the show right now, and we've all had a bit of a sting because we might have used a product in the shower to do something, to do a little something.
Oh, right. Yeah, that'll burn.
And
shampoo burn.
Yeah, shampoo.
The shampoo burn, and just knowing that most of us have felt that experience, why the F would you experiment with that part of your body with anything?
Yeah.
Because it seems like the slightest little nick will cause horrendous burning pain.
Wow.
People manipulate their urethras all the time.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know why.
Jimmy, you've done a lot of things in your life.
Never anything like that. I do know one dominatrix I talked to. Let's just say that she dated a guy who was a doctor or a surgeon. He was one of her clients. And he enjoyed something with the urethra and a scalpel. And she said that it was basically, he liked the feeling of the scalpel being pulled out of his urethra, but not just enough to nick it, where he would feel the pain the next couple of days.
God, stop this!
But not, and I knew her very well. She was telling me the truth. She said it wasn't like anything that would probably go too far into the body, just a little bit, but enough to cut.
Oof.
Yeah, I don't comprehend that desire.
I'm getting report that our own Pat Duffy tried to, let's just say, use a crayon differently.
Did you, Pat?
Why?
What color? Red? Yeah. Well, at least when you were finished.
Yeah.
Now, we all understand, what you were doing.
Everyone knows what's going on.
That's where we'll get dumped out.
I don't need any details.
Why?
I was a really little kid. I just wanted to see if it could fit.
Why?
I don't know.
That's the dumbest thing.
Did it?
It did, yes.
Was your sharpener broken? Like when the crayon sharpener would break?
Why, though?
I don't know. I just was
And what did it feel like? Do you remember?
It hurt. It was like it was a really an internal burn, if that makes any sense.
The Cigars and Scotch is saying, what kind was it? Did you use Gayola crayons? Gayola.
Wow.
Oh, no, it's that new red burnt member.
Anything else to add to that, Pat?
No, that's it.
All right. Dr. Steve, we got to take a break. I mean, we can continue with you after the break if you want.
I got the hospital calling me, boys. I got to go.
All right. Well, you want to maybe plug something, Dr. Steve? Do you have any shows coming up?
Boston? Yeah, Ron and Fez 12-3.
Very nice. Hey, Steve. Steve, how about a little email? What I should do with this two big hives around my left eye and itchy ears that might turn into something.
Okay, I'll shoot it off to you as soon as I get to my office.
All right, thank you, sir.
Okay, man.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll finish up next. A lot of weird stuff going on today.
Yes.
Some stuff we're talking about, some stuff we're not. Opie and Anthony, good morning. If you're keeping track at home, my eye will be completely shut within the hour. Thank you.
Oh, really?
And I know a lot of people hoping for the worst, and I appreciate that. 877-212-0-8. Dicks.
What happened to you 2 weeks ago? When are you bringing my stuff over?
What's going on, Ant?
I don't know.
You got a text message coming in?
Texted.
But you get text messages all morning long.
Yeah. I think there's a little prisoner exchange that's got to take place, I think.
You haven't done the exchange yet?
No.
What are you waiting for?
Every time we leave, I just kind of hit the 59th Street Bridge, and I'm like, I'm going home. So I guess I could take care of that.
Are you taking care of that today?
Yeah. Oof. I'm not looking forward to that. Oh.
Are you ready to talk yet? You kind of hinted that you might talk eventually.
I don't know. I can't really get into any details.
No, I know you wouldn't do that. Wink, wink. No.
But let's just say there are a couple of items that have to be returned in order for me to get some items. Wow, that really...
Yeah, that kicked in perfectly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I would just say screw the items.
No, there's a couple. See, it wasn't just a couple of things that I might have left over there. See, there were certain things that made their way over there without me taking them there.
Were they supposed to make their way over there?
I don't think so. No, they weren't. I believe if they were people, you'd call them hostages.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's safe to say some of the things are being held hostage.
Well, that's
for what reason though?
That's a
just to turn the screw a little bit.
Well, I don't know. There's a couple of items that I do need to get back. And there's a few items
that should have never left your house.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
I don't know what role I'm supposed to play
And
here.
then, well, you're doing fine.
You kind of like threw this out to here, so we're going to explore this.
Well, because I just got a text.
All right,
I haven't gotten a text in quite some time.
Okay.
But I just got one, and
if this person is listening, I've been with Anthony for 14 years. Not as gay lovers, as radio show
Gay
hosts.
Lovers has only been the past 3.
About it, yeah. Oh, you 3?
About 3.
I thought 4.
Yes. Wonderful. Let's go to California and get married.
I'm just trying to help your case here. You are a procrastinator. Just want to throw that out there.
Oh, okay.
So, this is normal behavior for Anthony. That
don't do today what you can put off till you bury your head in the sand and try to make believe it never happened. That's what I say.
I've seen that over and over again.
Yes.
Over and over. And you do have to deal with this someday. Yeah, I know.
I know, but...
No, I'm just talking about in general my experience with you for the last 14 years.
But not today.
Right.
That's all. It's like we got to deal with it at some point, but I always say not today. And then tomorrow rolls around, and you know what tomorrow turns into after 24 hours? Today.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't kind of get involved. But apparently there are a couple of items that I need to get back.
That were never supposed to leave your house.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in order to get those back, I have to give some items that aren't at my house.
What?
Yeah. I have to pick up a few things.
You have to pick up a few things for someone you don't hang with anymore.
Well, no, but that's what it is. I got to
get stuff that was never supposed to leave your house back.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah. I got to get some dry cleaning and a camera.
What?
See, the camera got lost at the party.
Oh, the party.
And
why did the camera get lost?
I don't know. Some dumb English guy decided to push people in the pool.
All right, so a camera was
destroyed. And the camera was kind of, well, it came out of the pool and then it just disappeared.
Okay.
So now I have to get another camera.
Okay.
And pick up a bunch of dry cleaning.
Dry cleaning.
And then I'll get
how does that make
other stuff back.
If I'm asking too many questions, that's fine, but I got to ask.
There's nothing
that make sense?
There's nothing about making sense here. There's nothing about making sense here. This is just the way it is.
So you get a camera and pick up some dry cleaning. You get your stuff
and
back.
Then I'll
that
get
was
some
never
stuff
supposed
back.
to be taken from your house. When are you writing the book?
Well, we it's kind of an odd situation because, it was, I guess in trade. If you look at the big picture, I guess I'm, I owe somebody.
How do you owe?
For my poor behavior. So what I need to do is pick up some dry cleaning.
So because of your bad behavior.
Right.
Let's go with this a little bit.
My poor behavior.
Your very poor behavior?
Has made it.
How bad was the behavior?
Pretty poor. My behavior was pretty poor.
You say abysmal?
Abysmal.
But.
Yes?
Impressive.
Well,
a hell of a chapter for a book.
A chapter, a hell of a book.
Well, that chapter alone would be fine.
But, yeah. So
you had some horrible behavior.
Yes, some abominable behavior on my part.
That a person decides to take stuff from your house.
Yes.
To hold hostage.
Take a few things and leave a few things.
Leave a few things?
Yeah. Some things were left in
your house.
In my new fire pit in the backyard. There were a few things that were left there.
Anthony, that doesn't make sense because when all this went down, it was at least 100 degrees outside.
Yeah.
There was no reason to have a fire.
The things took up a lot less room after that. I'll tell you that. Yeah.
All right.
So
there was a fire in your new fire pit.
Yeah, when I got home, apparently, okay. When I got home, one day, about a month or so ago, I guess, there was a fire in my fire pit.
Which is odd, because it was August.
And then there were little bits of like a zipper and rivets and a lot of underwires. Not underwear, underwire. As if brassieres had been burnt.
But
exactly.
But
all my bras that I like wearing around the house.
But that's not firewood.
No, it's not.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So someone was left without some clothing.
Travis.
Yes. Oh, no, you already established that.
Iraq.
You had less clothing for yourself.
No.
What?
None of my clothes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't understand.
See, it was tied into my abominable behavior.
I got it. I'm just playing the dumb part, you idiot.
See, if you're behaving poorly, as abominable as my behavior was, there's usually an accomplice.
I got it.
So the accomplice took the brunt of my abominable behavior at the cost of clothing.
Wow.
Looks like I'm not the only one that has hives right now. I see other people itching on Pal Talk. A few other people are itching, Anthony.
So it was...
but your behavior, some people will find impressive. I just want to say that.
Well...
when they find out maybe someday in a book years and years from now.
Yeah. The details are really quite stunning. Quite stunning.
So that leads to you now doing a prisoner exchange.
Yeah.
By you have to pick up some dry cleaning and buy a new camera.
I could use...
And then are you... who's doing the prison exchange? Not you personally.
I might have to sublet that out.
Absolutely.
I might have to delegate that responsibility to...
Kenny.
Maybe Keith.
Or Keith. If Keith might be working. Kenny can do it right now for you.
I've never been in a position where I couldn't come up with an instant excuse. I'm very good at instant excuses.
Lying, you mean?
I call them instant excuses, Jimmy.
Well, knowing what I know, what excuse could you have possibly used?
Yes, it was very hard to come up with an excuse.
Did you try?
Picture... Remember the old game show with Monty Hall, Let's Make a Deal?
Yeah.
Remember that show? Mm-hmm. There's door number 1, door number 2, and door number 3. And behind one is a zonk. You never wanted the zonk door to open.
That'd be some awful,
It would be something horrible.
Yeah.
Like...
baking soda.
Yeah.
A dumb thing of baking soda or something.
Yeah. And there was a situation...
Well, what was behind
in
the
my
other
house
door?
That, you open up one door, and it was fine.
House has a lot of doors.
That was the Chevy Chevette was behind that door.
All right.
And that door opened at one point.
Nice.
And I was like, whew, Chevy Chevette, no zonk. But then that door closed, and there was a little more dialogue. And then another door opened. Oh, and that was a bad door to open. This will all make sense at some point.
Some people may have considered it a prize.
Yes, no, it was a prize, but it wasn't good for the moment. Yeah,
trust me, they're good at reading between the lines. Our listeners know what the hell.
I was sitting there on the edge of my bed, looking at a closet door, going, "Please, just don't open that one." I have a lot of closets in my house. That's the one that you shouldn't open.
When did this go down?
A month ago.
And was it opened?
Oh, it got opened.
But why?
That was a fine how do you do.
But
see, it went from a two-way conversation
to a
instantly to a three-way conversation.
I understand that, but why would you play? I would have to say you thought it was safe to play the closet game.
I thought it was completely no. It was the only choice at that point.
So
I had to play the closet game.
So you knew it was a risky game that you were venturing into at that moment, or did you feel like you?
I didn't want the scenario of, let's say, the door opening and just there it is. You know, like the door to the room I was in.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want that opening and just like the stereotypical there it is scenario.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured maybe hiding something would have remedied the problem, or at least given me a little time to think on my feet.
Don't you have a patio?
Yes. In hindsight, the patio might have been a better choice, but the neighbors may have been alarmed.
Well,
at the patio.
Ah, gotcha.
See, because the closet is a better place for somebody to perhaps become more presentable than they were beforehand. See, the balcony, probably not a good idea.
But did you know the person, the other person was going to like start opening doors? Like,
no, I didn't think the other person was actually going to come in the house.
So she wasn't in that. Okay. It was a little surprise.
Oh, yeah.
Surprise for a lot of people.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
Can I say, where was the other person in the house when you realized the other person, like how close to the bad door was the other person? Like, were they in the driveway or were they walking up the steps?
Open that door.
From the front door?
No. From outside the bedroom door.
It was locked?
That was the first indication. So it was like, I looked around and went, there aren't many options here.
Patio. Was it? What time of the day was it?
It was morning, so it was light out. Yeah. Yeah.
Patio.
So why
patio wouldn't have worked?
Shirt, patio, duck.
Why'd you open the door?
Because he's stupid.
Why wouldn't you?
I had to open the door because not opening the door would have been an admission of guilt.
Yeah, but see, you don't like dealing with things, so I'm amazed you actually opened the door. Knowing you, I would imagine you would make some kind of homemade ladder and get the hell out of your bedroom.
Well, yeah, in hindsight, I should have had one of those.
And knowing you, then you would run, and just leave the house to whoever wants it and start over somewhere. That's how it works.
But can I?
A lot of ant rules are coming in. By the way, I didn't.
Yeah, yes, Jimmy.
When that, let's say, when the magic, let's make a deal door got opened.
Yeah.
What was the reaction? Well, let's just say what was.
The first reaction was someone pulled out a camera and snapped a picture.
What?
Yeah, yes.
But
a picture was taken.
What?
Cool.
Yes.
This is new info.
Oh yeah.
But I thought the camera. Yeah.
No, it was from a camera phone. Camera phone picture. It was like hi, and then a single blunt question was asked and answered just as bluntly and very accurately.
Were you? Wow.
Yeah. It was answered.
Well, wasn't it obvious?
Not by me. I was still in the it wasn't me phase of the.
Hey, what are you doing here?
But
hey, honey, look. What is this?
Yeah.
It's not my birthday.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Would it be the equivalent of if you walked into your house and saw a burglar and said, "What are you doing here?" and the burglar said, "Robbing your house."
I'm robbing your house. Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Hey, so not even what are you doing here? It's like, so you're robbing the house, right? Yes, I'm robbing the house. Well, how long have you been robbing the house? About 3 weeks.
So the burglar, I got to say the burglar's fairly stupid because the burglar could have just said, "It's my first time robbing the house."
I don't think it mattered at that point if the house had been robbed once, twice, or probably 100 times.
Does matter because this way the homeowner doesn't feel like a complete idiot for not recognizing that their house had been burglarized many times before. It's much easier for a homeowner to walk in, see a burglar, and go, all right, it happens, you get burglarized. As opposed to, oh my God, I should have known that the salt shaker wasn't where I left it. See, then there's a lot of anger towards the burglar.
Exactly.
Because you feel like a fool.
Look, so I'm not denying that.
So, are you mad at Keith?
Why would I be mad?
For not hiding better.
Yes. Ant is an idiot. Why I?
Wow, you're taking on legendary status here today.
One of my favorite scenarios, though, was during a discussion that was taking place at the time, of which I was not involved in, but was in close quarters too, where my only contribution was to slowly slip my hand onto my night table, and all you heard was the click of a magazine coming out of my pistol, and the pistol going away, and me saying, maybe I should just tuck this away.
Really?
I don't think it ever would have come to that. But I don't like having that around.
But you're responsible.
I'm very responsible in that fashion.
Yes.
In other ways, I'm probably not too responsible.
You've said that many times. Yes.
You know.
So that leads us to today, where there's going to be a prison exchange. There's a ransom thing happening here.
Yes.
You get a few items back that you really want that were never supposed to be taken from your house.
Right.
And but you have to buy a camera and pick up dry cleaning.
Yeah, see, because when the discussion was over, and the somebody left the house, they left in my Escalade.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
the what?
Yes,
not the one in.
I just watched my Escalade drive away and went,
not the one. Wait, the one in the closet?
No. The burglar was still in the house.
And after all that, oh my God.
Did the burglarizing continue?
I was ransacked.
Wow. Did you at least shoot the burglar in the face?
Wait a minute. What? But
yeah.
Didn't this person have their own ride?
Yeah.
But not at your house?
No, it was there. And there it stayed for a day or two. And then when I got my my Escalade back, there was a little mix CD in the CD player that had some choice songs on it.
Songs?
Well, yeah. And let's see,
Do you still have that?
I have to go through the cash lanes now of the tolls.
You don't have the easy.
Yeah, that's.
Hey, what were the songs? And there was more than one?
Well, you know one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one.
Okay.
Yeah. Play a little of that.
Carrie Underwood?
What's it?
I didn't even look.
No, is this it?
Carrie Underwood.
Yeah. You gotta wait for the hook.
Yeah.
Right now. No, this wasn't it.
Wow, this would have been a good one.
Right now, he's probably slow dancing with a bleach.
No, this isn't it.
Wait, I think it is.
No, it isn't.
When the kid gets to the hook?
No, it's that other one.
The
about the guy, let's see. She says, like, she's onto him. You
better think.
You put on a good show. You put on a good show.
Nice. It's a compliment.
You put on a good show, I think it was called. Something like that.
You do a radio show. It's a very good compliment.
Yeah, I know.
Next time.
You put on quite a show.
But next time.
You put on quite a show. You didn't even know. Yeah, that one.
All right.
Yeah, that was on there. And, yeah. And then there's, let me see, a laptop.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Why don't you do the exchange?
What?
Dude.
Yeah.
Why?
Say you're sorry.
What?
Why not?
Why?
Yeah, sometimes you screw up. You go, look, I was this, that. I screwed up.
Is that what you would do?
Hell no, man.
Yeah, I would.
What would Jimmy Norton do?
Honestly? If I was in the situation, I would say, because I have
I know you well enough to know you would probably erred in your life.
I would say, look, you have to understand, I was wrong. But I was in a situation for X amount of years, back to back, where I had a house with the front door open. No one burglarized it.
Really?
For 17 years. And then all of a sudden,
wow,
I find myself where, hey, I'm allowed to leave my stuff out if a burglar comes, good. and then I find myself getting back into a place where no more burglars can come in, and it was just a little too fast, and I thought I was ready.
Yeah.
But I wasn't. It was selfish, and it was stupid, and I should have been up front, and I'm sorry.
Ooh.
You know, because sometimes people want to know that it wasn't them, that it was where I was.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm in a bad place, which I have been, you know,
yeah,
people, that does mean something to people.
I don't think Jimmy was listening too closely.
Tell us.
What I heard today, I would get the dry cleaning, the brand new phone. I would ring the bell, put it on the doormat, and run as fast as you can.
Run
and run. Or just make believe it's not going on and just leave your stuff there.
I don't know how to deal with the situation at hand.
That's the beauty of it.
I just, you know, maybe I'll just cut checks.
More checks.
That's what I just do.
He just cuts
I'll
checks.
just cut it.
This will make it go away. Here,
just
take
cut a
this
check.
and this and this.
No.
You go, you do it. You got to do it. It's
no way.
It wasn't a marriage. It wasn't a 10-year thing.
Right.
You screwed up. I screwed up. Sorry.
I don't want to be I screwed up guy.
Why? You
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I mean, I'm not saying, believe me, I've never not screwed up.
I've never not screwed up.
I'm not.
Have Keith do it. I like doing the radio show with you. Just have Keith do it.
Yeah.
There was too much going on there. I understand the pain and someone's feelings got hurt, but, you know.
Yeah.
It's over. Just have Keith do it. Seriously. Oof. And maybe throw in a little extra. Just throw in the dump check, the dry cleaning, and a new camera. And have Keith do it.
Oh, my God. These people are terrible.
What?
I don't know. They're just people making comments on Pal Dog.
That's a hell of a story, Ant.
Yeah.
And that's without really giving a lot of detail.
Oh, of course. It was burglars.
But you did very well.
People trying to rob the house.
I got to tell you what went on today. I had a really bad day on the radio. My eye is shutting. The show was average at best, and Anthony knew that and decided to just say F it and tell a crazy story to save the show.
I think there were some fun, bright moments early on.
We do that, though. We go into panic mode if we think we're having a bad
like,
show.
I got to drag this one out. Okay. How do you think Monster Rain came out of Jimmy?
Yeah, exactly.
Just fess up with that story?
And then we go, all right.
One day we were floundering.
Right.
All right, here you go.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
We swear, we'll never tell a certain story, and next thing you know, we're just opening up like, why am I saying this? What's wrong with us? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
So that's kind of, well, I'll have more details and stuff. I'm sure at some point and after the exchange.
And you're getting text messages today that are cordial or more like what?
I would say they're
what the F?
Okay, I would say they're cordial. Mm-hmm. They're civil, yet accusatory. No, they're civil. But there's a thing in there about that's taking a little while to do this exchange. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the ball's in my court, apparently, to make the exchange. Mm-hmm. And they are things I need. Mm-hmm. That's about it.
I'd just do it today, then.
Yeah, that's what I'm figuring.
But bring Kenny.
Go down there. No. No.
Will it be done in Manhattan?
No, it'd probably be done in Queens.
Ah.
Yeah. That's,
should meet somewhere.
What?
Yeah.
Meet somewhere?
A very public place.
Neutral ground.
Oh, are you saying that?
A very public place.
So there's witnesses?
Oh yeah. And I'm not. I like this person, but
Yeah, no, I understand.
There seems to be a bit of a scorn thing happening here, and, it changes people. Do it in a public place. Preferably on Long Island so you could,
Skedaddle?
No, so you could, because you can in New York City.
Oh, Jesus. No, I don't think we have to go to that extent.
They're not Hamas and Israel.
They sort of are, Jimmy, at this point.
Everyone wants me to take a video camera.
Wow.
I don't think that would make a great YouTube video. But
maybe next time he'll think before he. That's the song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But on quite a show.
Yeah.
No, you both talk about different songs.
I
thought the same one Opie did.
Wow.
Well, that was the one.
So the Escalade was taken.
Yeah, the Escalade got taken. I'm just
brought back with a CD.
I'm like, oh well.
And the CD.
There goes my Escalade.
And the CD starts playing as soon as you started the car. The next time you got in it.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Was it like right up to the hook?
Oh yeah. It was right there.
Did you have Keith start it?
Yeah, like Apollonia starting the car in The Godfather.
Right. Anthony was going Sunday, Tuesday, Friday, Wednesday.
Teach me to drive.
Knowing you,
yeah.
When you heard that, you laughed. You had to have laughed at that point. You had to have.
Yeah.
By the way, this just in, and it is true. The hostage exchange will be happening at F.H. Riley's at 2 o'clock today, somewhere between 2 and 11, I believe. F.H. Riley's, 400 New York Avenue in the heart of Huntington Village. This just in, Stumpbrain. I'm sorry.
Is there a lunch special?
Well, there just might have to be.
No, what's happening is that this is the problem. You got it all mixed up.
Oh, yes, Jim.
They are. They both are so worried about this. Right. They said, look, we should put it off till November 14th. Let's just do this exchange in Boston.
But that's
where?
Why Boston, November 14th? That's insane. It's September 18th. That's 2 months away, Jimmy.
I'll tell you why. Because cooler heads prevail. And you know what? Oh, no. They said that there's a place called the Wilbur Theater. We go there,
all right.
10 o'clock at night, maybe. We do everything is good. But too many people want to see the exchange. They say, what the heck? You put on tickets for a pre-sale, 10 o'clock, 45 minutes from now. Come up. See me, you see the exchange. Works well.
By the way, there were 2 witnesses to everything that I explained.
How many people are living in your house at this point?
Exactly. There were 2 witnesses that were asleep downstairs and heard the ruckus, heard everything that went on, and then sort of took some of the abuse as being accomplices with knowledge of such events.
Sure.
And then what?
Who are these 2 people?
Well, consider them friends of mine.
Oh boy. Is one of the witnesses in studio right now?
Could you point him out in the courtroom?
I sure can.
Yes.
Yes. He heard and saw everything. And I believe he pulled the same thing I did when Richard asked me if he could.
Yeah.
He just made believe he was asleep.
Wow. Got it.
I thought you were going to say he rolled over and said, sure.
Was it impressive, Danny?
What? Me?
What?
Yeah.
Was it impressive? The whole situation?
It was an interesting situation.
It was probably something that you had never been through before or witnessed.
Not from that end of it, no.
Oh, God.
Heather from Jersey writes, so where's the part where we're supposed to feel bad for Aunt? I don't think Anthony's looking
Shut up, you whore!
I don't think Anthony's looking for that. Anthony's just sharing.
Not looking for sympathy from anybody.
Anthony's,
you dummy.
Anthony's sharing a part of his life. This whole this whole relationship was a huge part of the show for I don't know, a month or 2. And
things happen. What am I going to say?
And people need the ending to the story.
For Christ's sake, I've been in steady monogamous relationships for forever, and had nothing but regret.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
You know, if you had to say,
if
you had to choose between 2 people burglarizing your house,
Uh-huh.
Would you say that, let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that the burglar did a more impressive job of burglarizing the house than someone who probably...
Are you crazy?
Are you insane?
The exchange didn't happen yet. Are you
Do you
nuts?
actually want me to say who burglarizes a house better?
It's a very innocent question. It's about burglary. It's a very innocent question.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel sorry for
some people are better at certain aspects of burglarizing than others.
I feel sorry for
I am so not getting into this.
Yeah, the instant feedback.
Pleading the fifth, definitely.
People are just...
Wait, I want to know.
People are just tuning in really fast, though, and they're like, what the hell's going on? But they can't turn the radio off. They came in way too late on this one.
Some people, if you leave the door open, they could open the house door with their mouths on the knob.
Really? Well, yeah.
That's important to know because some burglars that can handle a door like that.
Yeah.
That's a tough burglar to walk away from. That's the type of burglar where you actually tell them where the keys are and you say, could you burglarize a lot more often? Because the other burglar is just not burglarizing and leaves the doorknob alone.
Anthony, Cigars and Scotch wants to know if you were naked during this whole scenario.
Oh, no. Are you insane? Before that door opened, I was in Kevlar. I had my 5'11" gear on.
Wow, this door. I don't want to.
Wait a minute. I'm thinking of something to say I'm doing.
Was there...
Let me in!
Was the other burglar nervous?
No. Not at all.
Wow, so...
And there were clothes in the closet. So no one was nude during this exchange.
Oh, I thought you said when the picture was taken. Then.
No.
What were the first words when the door was open? There's a burglar found.
Hi.
Really?
Well, you got to start with a hi, no matter what.
No, I think it was. Oh, that was it. Oh.
You're living a hell of a life, my friend.
See, I have two big closets.
Oh, I thought.
So do I.
Yeah. No. I have two big closets.
Oh, two big closets.
And one closet. No. I have two big closets in my room that are in the hallway that leads to the bathroom. One on one side of the hallway, one on the other. One closet was empty. One closet had a burglar in it. The empty closet was opened first and looked in, and I went, oh boy. And then the closets were walked away from, and I thought, holy Jesus, not going to check the other closet.
Nice. You didn't say that out loud, did you?
That was my mistake. And then a few minutes went by. And then...
Was there some thinking going on?
Like, oh, boy. No, it was just sheer, is that door going to be opened?
It's like a video game, man. You go into a room and you got to figure it all out.
And then when I saw the reach for the knob and everything, all I was thinking is there any way the burglar can hide in a sleeve of my shirt? But, yeah. And I wasn't able to look in. All I could see was the homeowner's face looking into the closet at the burglar.
I think an important question, though, is so many burglars will only enter through the front door of the house. Was, let's just say, was one of the burglars more likely to use the back door of the house?
I'm going to plead the fifth on any points of entry a burglar might might prefer.
That's a yes on one.
To use.
Because both burglars are front door entrers. Sure, understandable.
No, I could say that.
Really?
Yeah, that both,
No burglar enjoy the sneaking through the back door of the house once in a while?
Let me think. No, there wasn't any. It's getting hot in here.
Well, did you get a People are asking, did you get knowing how paranoid you are of home invasions, did you get a better security system, or is your house still being burglarized?
Well, no, I haven't gotten a security system.
All right.
My house does tend to get burglarized.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
By a repeat offender or many different individuals?
That's why I keep myself my gun loaded at all times.
You have
just in case the burglar.
You keep shooting the same burglar, but they keep coming back.
With all the home invasions you have, and you should be shooting blanks at this point. You should have run out of ammunition.
Oh, God.
Hey,
so why don't we...
when using mace on one of the burglars, would you say that one of the burglars was more likely to not move their face away when the mace was shot at them? Because I've heard some burglars don't mind being maced in the face.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Yeah.
Makes you much more likely to let them burglarize.
Jeez.
Did you ever handcuff the burglar?
Never handcuffed the burglar. No. I don't like treating the burglars badly.
Apparently not. Here's the front keys, burglar.
We were supposed to leave 45 minutes ago. Oh, I feel bad for the affiliates if they're still with us.
Oh, boy. How do you punch out of that one?
If they did, they're just stupid. What can I tell you? All right, well, there's more info coming out today.
Yeah.
That's a big chunk of info, my friend.
It is.
Poe, could you bring the Escalade to the front of CBS, please? Thank you. That's all.
And the exchange is happening today.
Well, I have to stop somewhere first. Pick up some
dry cleaning.
B&H.
How does that make
and
sense?
then B&H photo. I gotta pick up a camera, microphone,
and write another check just to make sure it's okay.
Another check.
Anthony, you're amazing.
Well, you know something. After being in the situation I've been in for many years, as you know, like I said, I was in, the burglars usually stay for 8-9 years.
Mm-hmm.
For the love of God.
Mm-hmm.
And then they really legitimately burgle me.
Oh, yeah.
I've had, I've been ripped off to the tune of millions from burglars.
But it's just amazing to me, though, that from that, someone all of a sudden installs a revolving door and says, "Come on in, burglars."
No, it just...
Hi, burglarize, goodbye. Hi, burglarize, goodbye.
Goodbye. What's wrong with the girl you got?
Oh, jeez.
She played pretty good.
What's some of the names of the other ones?
Let's not go off on burglar names.
What, you don't want to do the bit now?
Oh, let's not go off on any burglar names.
How about we do the bit now? What's some of those other names?
Let's not...
I'll do it this way.
No.
Wow. All right. Anything else you want to add, Ant?
I think I've added quite enough.
This is your show.
At this point.
This is your show.
I've added. This ain't your show, Elias.
We're just enjoying the ride from the back seat, man.
This, it's thrown out there. I'm sure you'll hear more details and more stories of, the exchange, things like that, in future episodes of the Opie and Anthony program, starring Jimmy Norton.
Oh, is that a great tease there?
Well, it's not so much a tease as it's my life, so it happens a day at a time, and, you throw it on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. All right.
That's how it works. So that's where we stand at this point, and that's...
Okay.
If you could read between those wickedly camouflaged lines I was throwing out there.
Anthony, I'm sorry to hear that you had a burglar.
A burglary.
Yeah.
Perhaps you could, you're in need of my security services.
Yeah.
You don't need burglars over the house.
Well, why don't we go? Because the affiliates got to clean up our mess we created here.
Yeah, we sure did make a mess.
I hope they stayed.
Hope they did, too.
I hope so, too, because that was some terrific stuff. No, I don't need to go to a doctor. My eyes just closing.
When do you think maybe Opie should go to the doctor?
This is what's going to happen. I'm going home, and I'm going to take some Benadryl. Ant's going to hopefully do a prison exchange and make this go away. Right?
Yeah.
You got to be done with it now, though, Ant. It's too long. Today's the day. Just do it.
Yeah, I
Just
know.
do it. Tomorrow, I definitely will feel a lot better. And we got the audio of David. We set up David, our intern, so bad. If you weren't listening earlier, we'll explain again tomorrow. But the audio is terrific. It is unbelievable. But we had a great... Should we explain the scenario so that they tune in tomorrow? Basically, intern David, the Jewish kid that does kosher sports.
It's Jewish?
We had a film star on our show, and we made believe she was just a listener that likes showing her boobs and doing other things, and we got David involved with her, and it got really crazy. You know, he was enjoying himself doing a lot with this girl, and somewhere along the line, she said, yeah, I do have a husband, but he's back in Kentucky, and I don't care about him anymore, and we're separated anyway. This is fine. Really making David feel comfortable, like it's okay what you're doing. Next thing you know, we had a guy play the black, angry husband, barge into the studio. All hell broke loose. David pretty much crapped himself. When he tried to run away from the situation, he fell down a bunch of times. The guy who was playing the angry black husband, he got beat up really bad by our security guys because they got into their role. And we're going to play some of those clips tomorrow on the first half of the radio show for the people that listen to the first half.
Right.
All right?
I have one more question.
Yes.
You ever have to deal with two burglars at once?
That's happened before. Yeah, it's
wow.
That cost me a lot of money though.
Oh, not recently.
Yeah. No. Not no.
No, now he just deals with burglars one at a time, which you should, you know.
Yeah.
Smarter that way.
Jesus Christ.
You can't guard every entrance.
No.
Your house at the same time, right? Unbelievable, Ant.
All right.
Amazing stuff.
Film any of the burglars?
Any burglary movies? Oh, God.
All right. We got to go.
See you tomorrow.
Hey, I want to thank BCN for sticking with us.
Yeah, they did. Good for them. Thank you.
We created a hell of a mess, and we apologize.
So did I.
Yeah, well, of course. But we're used to your messes at this point. No one's surprised at your messes.
Yep.
All right. That's it, I guess. There's no way to end this one today.
Thank you, BCN, for sticking with us.
Just an amazing ending to today's show.
We'll see you mañana.
Bye.